Today, I'm hungry and I'm ready for change. I run too far to still be the same. See who I was, I give him away. Today, no longer bound by what people say. I know that I will make mistakes. I fall, but I refuse to stay. Today,
I've been waiting all my life to get to the door. And now
Hello, good morning. Welcome to the news at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and hits 103.9 FM in Accra. We are also on Love 99.5 FM in Kumasi and all affiliates across Ghana. You'll also find us on myjoyonline.com, on YouTube, X Spaces, and on Facebook. Coming up, more than 6,000 residents of Ablekuma North expected to vote today in the high-stakes rerun of the parliamentary election in part of the constituency, with both the NDC and MPP eager to clinch the seats.
I've moved all the way from Takwa to Ablekuma North just to come and vote.
I'm here purposely to help our hard-working candidate. Since the directive has come, yes, we have to go and cast a vote.
We'll be live in the constituency with the latest developments. Also, the opposition MPP bars paraphernalia of flag bearer hopefuls at its upcoming National Delegates Conference at the Legon Sports Stadium.
No advertising document, poster, billboard, or t-shirts or banners of any of the aspirants will be admitted into the stadium.
In business, Private Enterprise Federation reveals cost of doing business still high despite improvement in some macroeconomic indicators. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
Also in this bulletin, the minority calls for transition period before the 1D, 1F is cancelled.
What we want to propose that the ministry must carefully think about this and have a transition period, because this was a policy that was used by government.
I am Hannah Odami. I'll bring you details of these headlines and more in this bulletin. Thanks for choosing us. Joy News, we are independent, we are fearless, and we are credible. Now, this morning, more than 6,000 residents of Ablekuma North are expected to vote in the high-stakes rerun of the parliamentary election in parts of the constituency. After over 6 months of chaos, delays and uncertainty, the Electoral Commission made a U-turn, moving from plans to collate results from just 3 outstanding polling stations to rerunning elections in 19 of them. Despite the short notice, both the MPP and NDC hit the ground running with intense campaigns. Well, today the people will decide who represents them in Parliament, with many eager to make their votes count.
I've moved all the way from Takwa to Ablekuma North just to come and vote. We want development in the constituency.
I'm here purposely to help our hard-working candidate, give a moral support as well. Not the best, but since the directive has come, we have to go and cast a vote because it's our right, and we need a representation in Parliament too as well.
While NDC MPs in Parliament are sure of a win for their candidate, Irabna Robin.
The youth will need it. They will need the jobs. There are so many things going on in connection with the youth. So why should we make that mistake? Voting for MPP now is a sad mistake.
The people of Ablekuma North are up to the task. And at the end of the day, NDC will carry the day.
While MPP's candidate Equia Efriye, who defied the party's boycott order to campaign, is hopeful of winning the election.
I'm contesting this election and I am coming out victorious because I won that election and God will ensure that justice prevails. I am standing firm and go through this contest, and trust me, you hear my name. The MP elect in Ablekuma North is Nana Equia Orusu Efriye.
The Electoral Commission says though many of its officers remain fearful after violence disrupted the last attempt to collate results, they are determined to show up and ensure a free and fair election. Let's hear from Deputy Commissioner at the EC, Dr. Bosman Asari.
The aftermath of the 7th December election, the processes to complete the collation in 12 constituencies have created fear, not only in our staff, but voters in general. We trust that the police and the National Election Security Task Force will provide the needed security before, during, and after the process so we can vote and work in peace. On our part, we are desirous of bringing the election in the Ablekuma North constituency to a conclusion and to ensure that the constituents have a representative in Parliament.
Well, the Ghana Police Service has meanwhile cautioned the residents to remain law-abiding. Let's hear from Head of Public Affairs at the Greater Accra Regional Police, Superintendent Juliana Obeng.
We have deployment to all of the 19 polling stations within the constituency. We also should expect traffic, so we have no arrangement for that as well. Besides this, we'll have dedicated rapid response team, which will be on standby within the constituency to respond to any emergency or any incident that would probably come up.
Election Headquarters is brought to you by Petrosol Platinum Energy. Energizing.
So let's go now to Ablekuma North, where my colleague Jacqueline and Sumaya Boy is on standby with live updates from the ground. Yeah, so Jacqueline, what's the latest? Have some of the polling stations you visited received any ballots yet?
Yes, Hannah. So, good morning to you and our lovely audience. So, with the few polling stations that we've been to, we've seen that the Electoral Commission has delivered all the necessary materials, including ballot boxes and voting equipment. It appears everything is ready for today's rerun, and a few polling stations are visited. But even though there aren't long queues yet, but with the polls set to start at 7 a.m., more voters are expected to arrive as the day progresses.
Thank you very much, Jacqueline there, and she will be bringing us updates. She's there with James Aveji, and all you have to do is stay tuned to your election headquarters because we have the updates on radio and TV and online. Let's move to other stories. And the opposition New Patriotic Party says it will not allow paraphernalia of any flag bearer hopeful of the party at its National Delegates Conference scheduled for the 19th of July. Chairman of the party's planning committee, Joseph Osewusu, explains this is to prevent any form of campaign. He added the conference will be limited to accredited delegates.
That we will not let the conference be turned into a platform for those aspiring to be presidential candidates of our party. For that reason, we've already informed National Council, and they seem to agree with us, that no advertising document, poster, billboard, or t-shirt or banners of any of the aspirants will be admitted into the stadium. If anybody breaches any one of these rules, we have secured the place, and our security men will make sure that any such breach will immediately be taken down.
Well, Joseph Osewusu also assured the party's health committee will implement strict COVID-19 measures, especially due to the reported outbreak of COVID on the University of Ghana campus.
We anticipate that issues relating to COVID will come up, and so we have prepared adequately. Our health committee has taken all the major steps and will be providing the guidance for participants so that we do not have or record any incidents of COVID during the conference.
We stay in the minority, this time in Parliament. Now, they are calling for a transition period before the one district, one factory policy is cancelled. Trade Minister Elizabeth Ofuswejari told Parliament the policy introduced by the SWAL MPP administration has been cancelled and will no longer be continued by the new government. But ranking member on the Trade and Industry Committee, Michael Ochre-Befi, says this decision by government will not augur well for factories.
We want to propose to the ministry that the ministry must carefully think about this, because this was a policy that was instituted by a government, and we ran it for almost about 6 years. And so you cannot just say that it's cancelled. There's the need for us to have a transition period where we can sit down and say that, okay, now because you are already operationalizing this project or policy, you can still run it maybe till the end of the year or till the end of next year. So that after the end of this year, you cannot get any incentive from government. Something like that will serve as a comfort to these companies who have invested so much money in the system.
Well, NDC MP for Doma West and member of the board of directors for Cocoa Board, Vincent Opong Asamoah, says the government of John Mahama will not shortchange cocoa farmers. Some MPP MPs have been pressing the Agric Minister on the failure of government to raise the price of cocoa bags since he assumed office. But the MP and board member explains that the increase has not happened as expected because the MPP government did forward sales, which meant that cocoa that has not even been plucked was being sold.
Currently, looking at the price in the world market, a very good price, about $9,000 per ton in the world market. Ghana cannot benefit from that because of the forward sales. So all that we can do is to do a weighted average. You put a price that was previously sold, you put it on top of this one, and then you do the average. And it will bring this into about $6,000. So you have to use that to give a producer price. In Cote d'Ivoire, they don't have that. So they can price at the current price per ton.
Well, that's it for the news at 6 with me, Hannah Odami. Remember, our coverage of the Ablekuma North constituency rerun is live on all our platforms, on radio, on TV, and online. So all you'll have to do is keep your dials locked here on your superstation, your election headquarters, for all updates. The Super Morning Show continues.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Ugomi, at what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I don't change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mindset be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open there. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside? I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small. Go. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
See, your rich auntie gets more from Absa. Your childhood friend gets more from Absa. Your favorite uncle gets more from Absa. Your roommate's cry gets more from Absa. Digital solutions get more from Absa. Rewards be bring get more from Absa. 5-star treatment get more from Absa. Preferential rate get more from Absa. Easy banking and no ane Absa. Instant loans and no ane Absa. Bank papa party and no ane Absa. FTK accounting get more from Absa. Yes! Join thousands of Absa customers enjoying priority treatment, preferential rates, amazing rewards, and seamless digital solutions to help you write the next big chapter of your story. Sign up for an Absa account today and get more. Your story matters. Absa.
Brush your teeth every day and night. Up and down and all around. Brush it clean and bright. Brush your teeth. Brush with mom and dad. Underneath and in between. Brush the germs away.
Pepsodent, cavity protection.
This advert is FDA approved.
Let me share my experience with you at the new Aqua Safari Resorts. When you arrive, you're greeted by warm smiles and introduced to your 24-hour butler who already has your itinerary sorted. Enjoy water sports activities like jet ski rides, kayaking, water sliding, flyboarding, and castanet fishing. You can even have your lunch here on the boat cruise. Let the tour guides take you through the sceneries of the mangrove forest, the friendliness of the animals, while you pet and feed them. We chose to have our breakfast with a beautiful sunrise right in front of our cabin.
Visit Aqua Safari Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Reliable, check. Comfort, check. Strong, check. Tough, check. Tried and tested, check. Affordable, check. Comes in so many colors and sizes, check. Suitable for domestic and industrial use, check. Choose quality, choose Syntex Tank. Available nationwide and comes with 7-year warranty. And remember, Syntex Tank is a caring brand too. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
Your family's health
should never be a worry, no matter where you are in the world. Are you a Ghanaian in the diaspora, a foreign resident in Ghana, or a Ghanaian looking for the perfect health insurance plan for yourself or your family in Ghana? Then the Apex Ebusiapa Health Cover is what you need. A comprehensive health insurance plan to protect your loved ones. From hospital stays to life-saving treatments, we ensure quality healthcare at an affordable cost. Apex Ebusiapa Health Cover. You don't just send love home, you secure it. Visit Apex Health Insurance at Zion House, Boundary Road, Shashi East Legon, or call 0540-128-256 or 0501-683912. Apex Ebusiapa Health Plan. Global love, local care.
We've got what you need for your business and family. Whatever you need, you can count and call on us. Omni Basic Bank. Omni Basic Bank is we're all. We are not just another bank. Whatever you need, you can count and call on us. Omni Basic Bank. Omni Basic Bank. Not just another bank.
And just gone by was the 6 a.m. news on Joy 99.7 with Hannah and the team. 6 a.m. news is brought to you by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. Absa Bank Ghana Limited. Your story matters. And I have my man here.
I like your Friday groove.
Friday day. God should give us 3 Fridays a week.
If wishes were horses.
And coming up is the Joy Business Report. Is brought to you by Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. Safari Valley Resorts, bringing you closer to nature. MNC Properties, a member of MNC Group. MNC Properties, choice of class. Daryl, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. This morning we've got our eyes on Ablekuma North.
Yes.
Our attention will be there the whole of today.
And we're also thinking about the weekend, the emergency maintenance works in the power sector. We understand we are going to lose about 500 to 600 megawatts. And for some 6 hours, some parts of the country will not have electricity.
Well, if it's only for maintenance works and that's what it is, I think that we can live with that. At least for Sunday, where we are told there will be intermittent power outages.
But we will talk to the Energy Ministry to get the actual details, to get the assurances that it's going to be what they say it's going to be. Sometimes
don't ruin people's weekends.
Yes, you will plan a maintenance activity and something goes wrong. So we want to know whether all the I's are dotted or the T's are crossed.
Very important.
So that our Sunday will just be a little abnormal.
I know
but
you like your weekends.
Yes. It can be a little abnormal, but it should come back to normal by 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And for those of you who prepare for the week on Sunday, you may want to do that on Saturday.
Yeah.
Your laundry, your ironing and everything, you may want to do that on Saturday. But there's some good news for you.
Oh, tell me.
Yes, on Monday we discussed the scholarship issue.
Okay.
And yesterday we got some calls from some of the students that their schools have been written to, and the schools have been given the assurance that they'll be paid.
Wow.
So some of the people in the UK have given us that indication. So we want to say a big thank you to the authorities for listening and taking action.
Radio guest results.
And I think they deserve a trumpet too.
Oh yeah, they do. They do this morning.
Yes. And the trumpet on Joy Business Report is brought to you by ECG. Follow ECG Official on all social media handles. Download the ECG app and go to ecg.com.gh for more information.
So where are we saluting this morning?
Well, on Monday we called on the president, we called on the education minister, we called on the finance minister, we called on the foreign affairs minister. In fact, the foreign affairs minister, we asked him to tell the embassies to reach out to the students. They have academic liaisons at the embassies, and also to write to the schools. I don't know who has taken the action, but if you know you are the one who took the action, the trumpet is for you. Trumpet!
Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, Private Enterprise Federation reveals cost of doing business still high despite improvement in some macroeconomic indicators. Also coming up, International Monetary Fund advocates lowering of Ghana's VAT rate to encourage compliance as government announces plans to remove COVID-19 levy. Plus, stakeholders single out modified tax as crucial in helping government bridge revenue gap if it is properly implemented. Details coming up. My name is Darryl Kwal. Thanks for being with us. Hello to our friends listening from Koforidon KTU Radio. The Private Enterprise Federation has revealed the cost of doing business in the country is still high despite improvement in some macroeconomic indicators. The Federation is therefore advocating a drastic reduction in the policy rate to bring some relief to businesses. Nana Osebonso is president of the Private Enterprise Federation. He spoke on PM Express Business Edition.
Policy rate drives the rates of interest charged by the respective banks. And the policy rate is the basis on which they build their differentials on. So if the policy rate is still up there, and today is 28 from 29 beginning of 2024, March is 28, it went to 27, and so obviously Bank of Ghana should tell us something. Why are they maintaining a policy rate at this level?
It should go down.
It should go. Inflation was 23.5. We were at 27 policy rate, and it's now 13.7, almost 50% off, and we still have 28, just 100 basis points below. That is way too much. So we would appreciate if Bank of Ghana would share why they're still maintaining the 28 policy rate at this time.
Nana Osebonso is president of the Private Enterprise Federation. The IMF is making a strong case for government to lower the current VAT rate of around 21% to encourage compliance and enhance revenue mobilization. This is captured in the IMF staff report that was presented to his board as part of the 4th program review. George Afia has more.
The IMF staff is also asking government to take a second look at the VAT exemptions granted to businesses, as well as strengthening administrative measures to aid compliance. The IMF is currently assisting the Ministry of Finance to roll out new set of VAT laws that will be implemented from September this year. The IMF staff report also shows that government is currently working to remove the controversial COVID-19 levy. However, government may now be looking at raising the VAT registration threshold for businesses in the country.
Meanwhile, some stakeholders in the tax sector are hopeful government can bridge the revenue gap in the 2024 budget by appropriately using the modified tax to improve collection in the informal sector. The modified taxation kicked off on the 1st of July. Speaking to Joy Business, tax consultant Francis Timoboy said the implementation of the tax handle must be a priority for the Ghana Revenue Authority.
The modified taxation, which some of us believe that if we're able to roll it out properly, it should close the gap. The informal sector presents a big opportunity for revenue collection over the period. Very little comes from that, especially in the form of income tax. So I believe that it is an area that we can push to, raise more revenue to replace the COVID-19. Remember, e-levy has been abolished, so some other form of tax administration and enhancements in compliance is required, and it's good that some of those things are coming up gradually, in addition to the VAT reform, which is currently under discussion.
Tax consultant Francis Timoboy, the hopeful government can bridge the revenue gap in the 2025 budget by appropriately using the modified tax to improve collection in the informal sector. Now, economist Dr. Edu Susakode is asking government and the Bank of Ghana to find prudent ways of bringing down interest rates. He was reacting to the $367 million approved by the IMF under the 4th review of Ghana's program. Speaking to Joy Business, Dr. Susakode noted that government must continue to stabilize the city and also reduce interest rates to cushion businesses.
With all these developments, it's positive. First, to signal our city will continue to have some value. Inflation will continue to decline. These are macroeconomic indicators for any business man and woman who wants to invest in our country. They look at interest rate, they look at exchange rate, they look at inflation. I think right now the next fight will be against interest rate, because our interest rate is so high, around 29-28%. It's very high. But at least there's a good start. We've been able to fight inflation, we're able to stabilize our city with all this investor confidence. It's good for our economy, and hopefully interest rates will come down for businesses to borrow at a lower cost.
Economist Dr. Edu Susako. The Chief of Staff, Julius Deborah, has said that government will continue to support the private sector with incentives to help them grow. Speaking at the launch of the Investment Opportunity Mapping Project by the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, he stressed the need for confidence, access to reliable data, and strong institutional support to aid private sector growth.
There is a growing recognition that sustained growth cannot rely solely on foreign capital. Ghana must also prioritize domestic investment as a core pillar of its economic transformation. Additionally, given the increasing uncertain global economic landscape, where traditional FDI flows may fluctuate, it has become more important than ever to diversify our investment base by equipping Ghanaian investors with the confidence, data, and institutional backing needed to invest meaningfully in their own country.
Chief of Staff Julius Deborah. Now, farmers at Ejoso in the Ashanti region are expected to have a great season this year as compared to last year, when they reported a significant loss in their ginger crops, which they attribute to changing weather patterns and continuous reliance on rain-fed farming. Stakeholders believe that comprehensive irrigation schemes in some selected districts will be a game changer for the sector if government wants to transform food production. In our business journal today, we engaged some farmers and stakeholders on crop production, and here's Anita Sewajuga.
Kofi Asante is a 44-year-old farmer with 12 years of experience. He owns a 2-acre ginger farm, which is among those severely impacted by the low yield of ginger. He expressed his frustration and disappointment, stating that this is the first time he has experienced such a drastic loss in crops.
This is the first time I've experienced anything like this. It saddens me every time I visit the farm and see my crops dried up because of the harsh weather.
Farmers in the regions traditionally harvest ginger in September and rely on consistent rainfall during the months of June, July and August to ensure healthy crop growth. However, this year, the anticipated rains were irregular, leading to dried out crops and reduced yields.
Due to the low rainfall, most of the crops have dried out, and some of the ginger plants are now sprouting prematurely.
Asante, who spent approximately 25,000 cedis on land preparation and the planting of ginger, now faces a significant financial loss.
The bad weather has impacted my finance. I rented the land specifically for ginger farming and invested all my money in labor and fertilizer for preparing the land. I was expecting to harvest around 20 to 30 bags of ginger.
A bag of ginger that sold for 600 cedis has now surged to 1,200 cedis, doubling in price. This price hike has also impacted the small retail sales, where consumers used to buy ginger for as little as 2 cedis. Today, those prices have climbed to 5 cedis, 10 cedis, and even 20 cedis depending on the quantity. Rain-fed agriculture has been the traditional method of farming in Ejoso and many parts of Ghana. However, the increasing unpredictable rainfall patterns due to climate change has made it a less reliable option. Dr. David Anambam, Director of Agriculture at the Ejoso Municipality, revealed with the establishment of a proper irrigation system, farmers would be able to grow vegetables throughout the year rather than being limited to the rainfall season.
If you want to promote agriculture and the rain-fed, I don't think we can go far. That is a major setback until we do something about rain-fed agriculture. No matter, governments are rolling out fine policies, fantastic policies, but the rain-fed agriculture will derail all those ones.
Professor Robert Ado, an agric economist at the KNUST, has raised concerns over the implementation of the government's One Village, One Dam initiative. According to him, its execution has not met expectations and may require a strategic shift. Professor Edu urged the government to reconsider its approach and focus more on developing comprehensive irrigation schemes at the district levels.
Unfortunately, it was supposed to be across so many villages and it was a bit overwhelming. I think that going forward, if government can focus, then within, let's say, a district, if you can even have just 4 places where you can have irrigation scheme that is working, it will help.
Anita Sewajigas reports for Joy Business.
All right, and that's it for the Joy Business Report this morning. Before we go a look at the markets, crude oil dropped to $68 a barrel. Gold increased by more than $11, open trading at $3,335 an ounce. Cocoa lost over $300, open trading at $8,059 a ton. On the currency market, the dollar going for 12 cedis 40 pesos. That's what some forex bureaus are offering their clients. The British pound 16 cedis 80 pesos. The euro going for 14 cedis 20 pesos. The commercial banks quoting the dollar 10 cedis 45 pesos. More news on our website myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Daryl Kwao. Thanks for listening. The Super Money Show continues. Here's Kojo B.
Minya. Yeah, it's time to give you the inspirational song, yeah?
I'm eager to hear what you selected for this morning.
You are eager to hear what I selected for this morning.
I'm always
what Jojo selected for the morning.
I've told Jojo, I've given Jojo my feedback.
So would you like to hear something from the legend, Bob Nestamali?
Okay. Not bad.
Positive Vibration.
All right.
Yes, so that's our inspirational song for the morning. Thank you for bringing us the Joy Business Reports. And the focus is on Ablekuma, right?
Yeah, so if you're Dakuman, Kwashiman, Aoshi, Odoko, Nyameche, go and vote.
Dakuman, Kwashiman, Aoshi, Odoko, Nyameche. But today is not a holiday in Ablekuma North. So people have to go to work. How?
But try vote. Otherwise, there are consequences.
Vote in the morning before you go to work.
I'm sure
go to
bosses,
work,
employers
take some
will
time
agree.
off and come and vote.
Maybe.
Or just call in sick and vote.
Oh, you don't have to call in
Or just
sick.
call your boss today. I have to vote,
to
so I'm not
my
coming
vote.
to work. I'll work remotely.
Hopefully, there are no long queues.
Yeah, whatever you do, if you can vote, vote.
Yeah.
Because your
The
decision
consequences,
will make an impact, whether it's party green or party blue. That is going to have representation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so our inspirational song,
positive.
Yes, it's from Bob Marley and the Wailers. Positive Vibration.
Vibrations.
Once again, Bob Marley and the Wailing Wailers. Rastaman vibration, yeah. Positive. Iron vibration, yeah. Positive. I am an iration, yeah. Positive vibration, yeah. Positive. If you get down and you quarrel every day, you're singing prayers to the devils, I say. Woy, woy, woy. Why not help one another on the way? Make it much easier. Just a little bit easier. Say you just could not live a negative way. You know what I mean? Make way for the positive day. 'Cause it's a new day, new time, and it's a new feeling, and it's a new starting. Oh, what a new day. You're picking up, are you picking up now? Jala, Jala, protect us. Did you hear? Jala, protect us. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Jala, protect us. Oh, Rastaman vibration, yeah. Positive.
if you get down and you quarrel every day, you are saying prayers to the devils. Why not help one another on the way? Make it easier, much easier. You can't live that negative way, if you know what I mean. So make way for the positive way. Make way for the positive day. Rastaman vibration. Bob Nesta Mali. Wagwan people. Wagwan. Energy. Good morning to you. Sogah SP. Rastaman vibration. Positive. You are the positive man. Whenever I see you, I'm happy. How are you? Good morning.
Positivity is good.
It's very good, yes.
But when you say Ire, you feel it better.
Ja Rasta fried rice. How are you this morning?
Oh, I'm good.
It's a big
challenge
day,
today. If you are somewhere in and around Ablekuma North, yes. I want to be your friend, bro. I want to hold your ID card together with you. I just want to hold it for you.
What are you suggesting?
It's a good day. It's a good Friday.
It's a good day. So why do you want to be friends with people in Ablekuma?
No, I just want to hold their cards for them.
Or is it Ablekuma? Why do you want to do that? You should have a reason.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's like you don't know what's happening in this country.
A friend called me and said, oh, Charlie, this person has donated, that person has donated, but the election is
because
just
the
tomorrow.
Cash
What
that
are
is
they going to use the money for?
The cash that is moving around, my goodness. I'm hearing some $6,005, 200,000, 410,000.
What would that money be used for?
Mobilization
in a by-election for 19 constituencies.
Just 19 polling stations.
19 polling stations. Sorry, polling stations.
Yeah.
So a lot of money is flying around, and you think people will get money today?
Oh, I'm not the one saying it. I just want to be friends with these people. You know,
that's one of the problems.
There's a way of soliciting for funds. Yeah. Champion, yeah, do we call parliament?
Fear voters and fear delegates.
Delegates, yeah.
I hope you are well, though.
I'm doing well. I'm doing
good
well.
To see you.
Yeah, it's good to
Your
see you.
Your head's shining as usual.
Yes, as usual. In fact, yesterday you missed a great opportunity to re-echo the concerns of your neighbors, those on using that stretch.
Oh, but you asked all the questions for me.
No, but
it was a good interview.
If you were here, you would have put more fire in
it. It was a good interview, and so you need to try to feel our pain. So when you ask me any question, it's true. It's
but it's in the pipeline.
We hope the pipeline doesn't get blocked.
Let's wait to see.
It's 6:36. If you just tuned in, this is the Super Morning Show on Joy FM. My name is Kojo Akoto Boateng. I'm here with Blessed Sogah. It's time for the newspaper review. But before we do that, let's bring you the Drive Safe campaign. It's brought to you by Joy News and the Multimedia Group, and supported by Toyota. Superior quality. Avoid all distractions. Keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. Be visible. Drive with your lights on. That's how to ensure your safe arrival. So, Blessed, my car crossed 300,000 kilometers last week, right? So yesterday when I was driving, I got an alert, T-belt. So it means that I need to change my timing belt. For some cars, they'll give you the alert. Some cars will not give you that alert. So if you get to a setting mileage, you need to change some key elements within your car, right? So this morning, pick your car's manual if you have it. If you don't have it, go online and learn about the key milestones that require you to change key things. Because for something like a timing belt, if you don't change it and you have a problem with it, you are damaging your engine. So just imagine driving at say 100 kilometers per hour on the road and your timing belt gives way, and you have to find a way to stop the car. So your safety depends on the condition of your car, how good it is or how bad it is. So please go online, get the manual of your vehicle, read about it, see the main milestones and what you need to change to keep you safe.
At least some cars are smart, some others will not be as smart, and in fact some drivers may not be that tech savvy. So I think it's equally important that if you don't know how to go about it, just seek for help, just talk to any experts and make sure that your car is always roadworthy. Yeah. And that brings us to say it, right? Yeah, and it's brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability is a hallmark. Societe Generale Bank. The future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
Attention, rare word alert. Luxuriant. Isn't it a lovely word? Luxuriant. Luxuriant. And no, it does not mean luxurious. It means rich, lush, growing profusely, fruitful, yielding abundantly, thick, fertile. Let me use it in a sentence. Poirot absent-mindedly twirled the end of his luxuriant mustache. Anyway, the word luxuriant can be traced back to the Latin word luxuriare, which means to grow profusely or to have in excess. Luxuriant. That's how you say it right.
Yes, that was say it right. Luxuriant.
Kojo de Otibrofo.
Papa Otibrofo. Okay, so time for the newspaper review brought to you by Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough, Access Bank more than banking, and Kel Charcoal Toothpaste, Happy Smile. What do we have in the newspapers for that?
Okay, the daily guide is here. The big race, Ablekuma North rerun. NPP NDC slug it out. Details on page 3 of the daily guide newspaper comes with a picture of the two front runners, Erabna Orbin, and we have Nana Ekuya Efrie. You should see her breaking some dance on social media.
I'm happy they are both women. It means that whichever way it goes, whether green or blue, we are going to have another woman in parliament.
Yeah.
I want more women in parliament. So I wish we wish them all the best, right?
Yeah, indeed. We see may the best person win. I guess that's it. Lands Minister calls for 7-day ceasefire in EMP Azuma dispute. That fight is raging, but it appears that the Lands Ministry says if they can't find an amicable solution in 7 days, then they would come in and decide on the way forward.
You know, yesterday I was listening to a report I did with a colleague about 6-7 years ago on this Azuma Resources area. 5,000 square kilometers, displaced farmers. There were issues to do with compensation payments and all that. Back then, a farmer told us that they took his 3 acres and gave him only 12 cedis as compensation. In the coming weeks, we need to go up there to the Upper West.
There's outstanding work that ought to be done.
Yes, and talk to the communities. We are talking about EMP, Azuma Resources, but the people who are going to be affected are the community members, the various communities around. Who is telling their story and asking for better for them.
We need to project that. There's good news, at least respite you want to call it, as one napped over immigration officers' murder. We all learnt of that tragic event of the late Stephen Kin Amwa, who is an immigration officer. Looks like there's a suspect who's in the custody of the security agencies in connection with that. Jealous man burns 200 houses in Ahojo. And you might want to learn a bit more about that story later on here on the review.
This is to do with the slum issue in Ahojo.
Yes,
and the update is that a 38-year-old man whose girlfriend was leaving him got angry and set fire to her kiosk, and it spread to the other kiosks around. That's sad. Anyway, Daily Graphic, dispute over chieftaincies tool, Thai security in Kwewu. There's a photo of Dasibre Ekwamwa Ejapon II and Bafo Akoto, Dasibre Ekwamwa Boateng III on the front page. Stage set for Ablekuma North polling stations rerun. Erabna Orbin, Nanekwe Uswefrie, they are both on the front page of the Daily Graphic. And sterile men should avoid hot water baths. This according to an expert. Sterile men should avoid hot water baths. And Access Bank is supporting free sanitary pad initiative. They've made a donation to that effect. There's a photo of Professor Jana Nopokwajman, the Vice President, and Chizoma Okoli, Deputy Managing Director of Access Bank, and Yvette Atepe, board member of Access Bank, holding a check that Access Bank has given to the government of Ghana to support the sanitary part initiative.
Yeah, our friends at Access, good morning. We need some of that check as well. Daily gist, NPP fights NDC for Ablekuma North rerun election with 700,000 Ghana cedis. And I was telling you about the cash. It's flowing. It's flowing.
So
I mean,
this
no one
is
is talking about
700,000 cities.
for the NPP side.
Yeah.
I mean, no one is
So
talking
Brian
about
is 200,000.
yes,
Bawumia is
410,000.
And Brian gave another
6,500 for coordinators.
Okay.
In fact, I was wondering why Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia decided to top up the 400,000 with 10,000. Because I was saying that's an odd number. Doc, you should send me that 10K and just and give the 40,000 to the rest.
The time we get matter.
So you know, the Daily Gist is doing the tabulation. 700,000 it is for the NPP, but no one seems to be talking about the NDC. I'm sure they
how
also.
Much is the NDC giving to?
They should be flying some things around.
How many men? How many? What do you call it? The cameras, body counts.
5K men.
Now let's
5K men, one slay queen.
You know, on this Ablekuma North donations, right? On Tuesday we spoke to Sechi Brown Reginald on the cath lab issue and the death of the doctor.
Yeah.
And he says Bawumia, Educhum and Brian were all here when the country grieved the preventable death of the emergency physician just days ago. Not a word of support, but not a sincere gesture. Yet for today's elections in Ablekuma North, they are donating cheerfully.
But
it
if you're
forces
looking
you
at-
to
yeah,
ask,
yeah.
what really drives our politicians?
There's no doubt money is part of it, because if you take a look at what CDD has just released, their democracy capture index, and you go back to the political cost research that CDD has done, becoming a member of parliament is quite an expensive venture. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's around $40,000 plus for an MP.
That's about 4 million Ghana cedis?
That's a lot of money. So you really need a lot of money to become an MP, and it comes with a lot of cost, particularly when you have just 19 polling stations at stake. You want to make sure that you're not leaving anything to chance at all. The Daily Gist is still talking about President John Dramani Mahama. Mahama missing at Trump's West African president's meeting. Some would say, well, it's better our president didn't show up there because, Trump said, well, I don't have all of the time. Let's hurry up. Let's finish this meeting because I've got other meetings as well. So if you're adding on to 7 other presidents, I wonder if you have time to advance your course. And maybe we should arrange and have President Donald Trump come to Ghana. That'll be a great one, Kojo, isn't it?
Trump in Ghana.
Yeah, it would be amazing.
Yes.
Kweku Trump in
So
Ghana.
who called for that meeting? The West African president.
I'm suspecting.
It was Trump.
I'm suspecting that it may have been the State Department, but whichever way, we had 7 presidents there, and listening to them clearly, you see that they were all asking the president to come and invest in their countries, respective countries. So maybe it was a strategic meeting just to woo American investors, but we wait the turn of President John Mahama so we can also advance our cause.
I would say that ECOWAS should be ECOWAS, Economic Community of West African States. The
should be going
economic
together.
should make sense, right? We should get together. We should plan. We should have a strategy of dealing with the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Because look, ECOWAS is big. If you look at Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire alone, we control the cocoa trade, but we don't get enough anyway. So we need to have a strategy, and going individually doesn't give us any better bargaining strength. So
Stronger
we need
together.
to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go to
just a few more
Okay.
before we go. There's also talk about the National Cathedral Board. The board is rejecting, the plan by the NDC administration to convert the cathedral into a cultural center. Yesterday, I engaged the presiding bishop of the Methodist Church, Professor Asamoah Jedu, who was indicating that there should be broader consultation, dialogue on this, because you don't, quote, throw the baby away with the bathwater. So it appears that Christendom is asking for alternatives to this. They seem to be asking that we take a second look at that decision. Minority takes on government over UN gay vote, and then murdered immigration officer body burnt, suspect arrested, and Ibrahim Mahama's 100 million black voter gold deal catches fire.
If you go to the Ghanaian publisher, LGBTQ plus vote abstention, government sold out Ghana's values. This is Jinapo, not John. This is Samuel Jinapo. And NPP back in Ablekuma North race rallies behind Ekuye. And whatever happens today will be will make a big statement, right? If Ekuye wins, what happens to Justin Kodia Frimpong, aka Super, the general secretary of the NPP? He said we're not going to run, right?
Yeah.
If they lose, then it gives him some
credit,
right?
But I think beyond that as well, Kodia's point was that well, they believe they won the election. So if you're conceding again that you want to do a rerun, it's as though you are, putting away all the claims you had made earlier that indeed the NPP won the election. So probably that was his concern.
There are some other
at the
people
time. Yes.
who also say that seat has been for the NPP since it was created.
So why not?
If you've won and you're being cheated, prove to the world that it's your seat and you can win it easily. Oh yeah, but we wish them all the best anyway.
Let's do a little bit of business because the Business and Financial Times is also out today. Standard Chartered declares dividend at 55th annual general meeting, highlights capital preservation, innovation and sustainability as pillars for growth. So congratulations to Standard Chartered there. They are here for good indeed. And savings and loans sector hits 10 billion Ghana cedis in assets. So that sector is also growing steadily. Regulatory delays cost 30 million cedis weekly. That's in terms of demurrage at the ports. So some are blaming it on the Environmental Protection Agency. Some say it's the Standard Authority's problem. The BNFT has been doing some analysis on that. And government to overhaul GIPC Act. I think it's long overdue, if you want to put it that way, because we need more investments moving into
so
this
savings
country.
and loans assets hit 10 billion Ghana cedis.
Yes. That's the figure now, and it's quite a significant amount of money. Looking at how over the period the savings and loans sector has been, facing some regulatory issues. There was a recapitalization. A lot of issues happened in that sector, but even as we speak, their assets are growing. And in fact, all of this is coming up at the annual general meeting of the savings and loans companies, and that's where it has been revealed by the chief executive of their association, Trini Boakodia Boache. He's highlighting that the sector's increase grew drastically year on year in assets. As we speak, as we speak now, the assets have surpassed 10 billion Ghana cedis in capacity. So quite some good,
guess the
good
value
indication for the small scale
of the assets under management by our pension funds.
Tell me.
Savings and loans is about 10 billion, right?
Yes.
It's projected that pension funds will have an AUM of about 100 billion Ghana cedis. And there are lots of people saying that we should turn to the pension funds to drive key infrastructure projects, because we can get long-term patient capital from the pension funds. So for affordable housing, for road construction, all those things. So savings and loans is doing well, 10 billion. It means that the informal sector is being served some way, somehow, because the savings and loans do a lot more for the informal market. So that's really good.
I think that's why we should also be lauding, that move Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was championing about financial inclusion. It was a key point that many underestimated, because if you have, our backbone is the informal sector, so you can't do without them. We need to find a way to draw them in.
Let's wrap up with the Inquisitor newspaper. NPP flag bearership race, Educhum struggles. That's on the front page. Upon Fosu chairs GIPC board. You mentioned earlier that the act is going to be reviewed, and MPs visit the Tree Crops Development Authority to understand operation. So those are the newspaper headlines. We are going to go online for the online news review. Is brought to you by Zenith Bank, in your best interest. And if you want to get paid smarter with Zenith Bank, you can do that with Zenith Bank Merchant Pay. If you're running a business, make receiving payments fast, easy and stress-free with Zenith Bank Merchant Pay, the seamless solution for SMEs and corporates. Now, with Zenith Bank Merchant Pay, you can receive payments via mobile money, a QR code, bank transfer, or 966 hash. That is Zenith Bank's USSD, all in real time. Also, you enjoy instant payment alerts and quick settlement and easy reconciliations. No delays, no stress. Sign up for Zenith Bank Merchant Pay today at any Zenith Bank branch and enjoy fast, secure, instant payments anywhere in Ghana. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Okay, we get into it now. MyJoyOnline.com is using the word showdown. The last time someone used showdown in this country, there was indeed a showdown. So kudos to the guys at the top there. Showdown in Ablekuma North as voters return to the polls amid party rift and court drama. That's in relation to the rerun of the elections. We'll be going into details a bit. There'll be no military deployment in the rerun. That's according to the defense minister. So he's making that clear. And indeed, we all agree together with CSO and the entire country says, well, the police should be leading that election security arrangement. ENP has more resources, giving 7 days to resolve feud, and Ablekuma North rerun security plans to follow. And if you want to know a bit more about that, we'll give you the protocol for today. Ablekuma North rerun, EC defense use of scanned pink sheets, and third-tier pensions failing private sector. So Kojo, you were talking about how the pension funds should be put to judicious use. Then we move to City Newsroom Online. It's also talking obviously about the elections. Ablekuma North votes in crucial parliamentary rerun. Then NDC will win Ablekuma North rerun. That's according to Now Dole. So Ablekuma North acquire a free deserves support. That's according to the constituency secretary. Well, he seems to have a different view from their national secretary, who says, well, we don't have to do this rerun because we won the election. So some of the stories there online for you.
You know the pension story. Nana Osebonsu is speaking on pensions. There's one, he says, let pensions work for Ghanaian businesses.
Yes, exactly.
Let's get that detail, because look,
now
pensions are important.
Yeah, let me just quote him here. He says, quote, cost of credit is high. Access to adequate capital formation is very low. Very important in our environment. Capital formation is difficult, he believes. And so based on that, he's saying, quote, our pension scheme provides long-term capital for everybody, but we have enough. And that's one of the areas that we propose are meeting with the management team of the government to talk about how do we increase capital formation. That's the question he's asking.
So how do we use our pension funds to fund businesses, increase capital formation, drop interest rates? A lot of things can be done with the pension funds, and Nana Osebonsu is speaking about it. Now let's look at
very often needs attempts to minimize risk. So that's what the challenge is. If you have most of our MSMEs in the informal sector, giving them capital is quite a big deal.
How about those
you
in
don't
the
want to
formal
play with
sector?
people's money.
How about those in the formal sector who are looking for money?
Well, yeah.
You can easily use pension funds to fund affordable housing, right?
Yes.
We needed money to construct the Tema motorway. Back then, when the numbers were done, we said we needed $500 million to construct the motorway. You construct it, you toll it. It's long-term investments.
Then you get the funds.
We need money to build roads, to build bridges, to build tollable assets and rentable assets. Even for if we need to build an oil refinery, for example, a tolling plant, you can use your pension funds to build it. People bring their crude, they refine. So many opportunities with the pension funds. Anyway, let's give you some history of the Ablekuma North constituency, right? Past MPs, Kwame Battles, 96 to 2008. So he had about 3 terms. Then Justice J. Appiah came 2008 to 2016. He had 2 terms. Nana Ekwe Friye, the lady contesting on the ticket of the NPP now, was an MP in the same constituency from 2016 to 2020. She was displaced by Sheila Battles, who is Kwame Battles' daughter, who won in 2020 and lost the parliamentary primaries in 2024 to Nana Friye. And Nana Friye is now trying to fight her way back.
She's had a bite at it, and I'm sure that's why she's very passionate. She wants to be vindicated that, well, the reason for which we took out the Battles team is for me to make a statement and to bring back this, or to retain the seats for the NPP. It will be a big deal for her, knowing that the seat has always been for the NPP, and now, just when she's making a comeback, the NDC will snatch that away from her. I think that's why she's very passionate and wants to run and wants to make that statement that this is an area for the NPP. But I would say that for those who are saying, well, the NPP shouldn't lose this seat. It shouldn't come as a surprise if the NDC wins, right? Because even the biggest seat that belongs to the NPP in the Greater Accra region, the Domiko Avenya seat, is gone.
Is this also a test on Mahama?
I don't think necessarily. I think it's much more about fallouts from the last elections. The
Okay.
wave is already there. So if it happens, no one should be hard. No one should be hard on Equia-Free.
If you are in Ablekuma North, you can send us a message. How is your constituency this morning? How are you feeling? Are you going out to vote? 055-11-11997. We'd like to hear from you. How is the constituency? How are you guys taking all this? Send us a message. 055-11-11997.
Let's say good morning to the man who's giving 6,500 to coordinators, Mr. Brian Achampa.
Time for the BBC News is brought to us.
Oh, you don't want the money, eh?
I don't want
okay. You don't want to be a coordinator.
I want the BBC News is brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Founded PayPal, but his biggest challenge came after when he was denied a car loan despite his millions. That moment sparked the idea for Affirm, a buy now, pay later company aiming to shake up the world of credit.
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
I'm Mariana Spring, and you're about to hear Americast, the BBC's US News and Politics podcast on the BBC World Service. In today's programme, is Donald Trump a taco? That's what financial markets believe anyway, that Trump always chickens out, because he's partially delayed what he calls his reciprocal tariffs until the 1st of August, having originally set a deadline of the 9th of July. President, though, said it was always the plan.
We don't change very much. Every time we put out a statement, they say, you made a change. I didn't make a change. A clarification, maybe. No, August 1st they pay. And everybody pays. Everybody has to pay. And the incentive is that they have the right to deal in the United States. If they don't want to, they don't have to pay, and they don't have to deal here.
We take a look at the difficulty the White House is facing in striking deals as the rest of the world fights back in a high-stakes game of poker. That's all coming up. I'll be back in 5 minutes for Americast with Anthony Zerka after the news.
Hello, I'm Govinda Gill with the BBC News. President Trump says he's raising import taxes on one of his country's biggest trading partners, Canada, bringing in a 35% tariff from the start of next month. Goldie Hyder is the CEO and president of the Canada Business Council.
This is very targeted to a very specific set of tariffs that were imposed on what are called fentanyl tariffs. But all the evidence shows that it is a small percentage. And the targeted tariffs there are about 25%. They say they're going to increase it to 35% at the end on August 1st. Time will tell, but 93% of our economy appears to be exempt.
The Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney said his government would continue to defend Canadian workers and businesses. Mr. Trump's tariffs have dominated the ASEAN talks in Malaysia. Many of the nations taking part have been threatened with import taxes of up to 50%. And the Malaysian Prime Minister has said the tariffs are being used as sharpened instruments of geopolitical rivalry. The US Secretary of State Marco Rubio attended the gathering. Here's Jonathan Head.
Marco Rubio did show up, and people often say that's half of the success of being involved in ASEAN, just showing up at meetings. But he had absolutely nothing to offer on tariffs, and that's the main concern. President Trump's tariff war, which is really what it is for these countries that are so export dependent, has completely overshadowed this ASEAN summit. There's enormous frustration about how erratic they are, how damaging they are.
There have been more stark warnings about the plight of civilians in Sudan's Darfur region who are caught in the middle of the civil war. The deputy prosecutor of the International Criminal Court has said interviews with survivors reveal how rape and sexual violence are being weaponized and people intentionally deprived of food and water. Nazat Shamim Khan told the UN Security Council these actions could amount to war crimes. Ceremonies will be held in Bosnia and Herzegovina today to mark the 30th anniversary of the Srebrenica massacre that saw thousands of Muslims killed by Bosnian Serb forces. The commemorations take place against the backdrop of rising ethnic division in the country. Guy Delaunay reports.
On the eve of the commemoration, people came to Potachari Cemetery to pay their respects. Freshly dug graves are ready for the remains of 7 people identified over the past year, but around 1,000 still haven't been found. The nearby memorial centre displays some of the items found with victims. For the commemoration, it'll host dignitaries from around the world. They'll repeat the well-worn lines that the massacre should be neither forgotten nor repeated, but domestically, Srebrenica highlights deepening divisions.
World News from the BBC. Russia says it's intercepted and destroyed more than 150 Ukrainian drones over its southern and western regions overnight. One person is reported to have died. It follows days of heavy bombardment of Ukraine by hundreds of Russian drones and missiles. Officials in Pakistan say armed men have kidnapped and killed at least 9 bus passengers in the province of Balochistan. The authorities say the gunmen boarded 2 coaches bound for Punjab and abducted the victims. From Islamabad, here's Azadeh Mashiri.
Police say a group of armed men blocked a road on the border of the Lorelei and Zub districts and forced some of the passengers off, having checked their identity papers first. They then allowed the coaches to carry on. Balochistan is home to several separatist groups who accuse the central government of exploiting the province's natural resources. In April, the Baloch Liberation Army claimed another deadly attack, the hijacking of a train carrying hundreds of passengers, killing both civilians and military personnel. Though Pakistan's army are yet to comment on the attack, local reports suggest security teams are once again launching an operation in search of any possible hostages.
US federal agents in California have clashed with protesters while conducting raids on cannabis farms allegedly employing illegal immigrants. Activists for migrant rights had rushed to a property south of Santa Barbara after images of the raids were published on social media. Officers used tear gas to disperse them. Police in the Australian state of Victoria have arrested a man for the racist abuse of a basketball player on social media. The message was allegedly sent to a member of the Adelaide 36ers following a game last year. It's the first time that charges have been brought in Australia in connection with racist abuse of an athlete. Female sports stars have complained about abuse they receive on social media. BBC News.
When you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling, oh, you go work, but you know it's out on your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, cause you know it's out on your side. And when you dream, no say I did for you. And when you hustle every day, when you wanna go, anything you do, I did for you. If I believe I did your side, fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I did your side, fidelity.
After a long flight, Safari Homes gives you the peace to unwind. A short drive from the airport, convenient for all. For nature lovers, Safari Valley Resort is a hidden gem, surrounded by lush greenery and luxury amenities. A place where you can truly escape. Now for water adventure, Aqua Safari Resort has it all. Jet skis, canoe rides, kayaking, and a visit to the estuary. And for more excitement, Safari Eco Park is the perfect place to get closer to some amazing animals.
Visit Safari World in Ghana, together bringing you closer to nature.
Yeah! She was saying, get a Pepsodent charcoal toothpaste.
I'm contesting this election and I am coming out victorious because I won that election and God will ensure that justice prevails. I am standing firm and go through this contest, and trust me, you hear my name. The MP elect in Ablekuma North is Nana Ekuya Orusu every year.
We have moved all the way from Takwa to Ablekuma North just to come and vote. We are expecting a lot from the member of parliament. We want development in the constituency.
Enti ema habeye di even class some parliament cry ya konwani si ho empty. Obi ante so.
I'm here purposely to help our hard working candidate
to give a moral support as well.
To me, not the best, but since the directive has come, yes, we have to go and cast our vote because it's our right. Okay. And we need a representation in Parliament too as well.
The youth will need it. They will need the jobs. There are so many things going on in connection with the youth. So why should we make that mistake? Voting for MPP now is a sad mistake.
The people of Ablekuma North are up to the task. And at the end of the day, NDC will carry the day.
Not again, and I need to return this car by Friday. No money and payday is 3 weeks away. How do I fix this? How? Bank loan, account setup, long process. Nah, forget it. Let me see if Fafa can help.
Yes, Fafa from Bank of Africa can sort you out fast. From engine repairs to school fees or side hustle support, Quick Fix Loan from Bank of Africa is here for you. Call 030-224-9690 or chat Fafa at boaghana.com and take advantage of the Quick Fix Loan for salaried workers offered at an unbeatable interest rate with no cash deposit required. Promo runs from now to 31st October. T's and C's apply.
Hey, Fafa, wait here. Papa. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner.
This August, thousands of pastors, believers, ministers, and seekers from across the world gather in an atmosphere of powerful teaching, worship, and impartation. A divine encounter that will shift your ministry.
It shall come to pass that if thou shalt hearken diligently to the voice of the Lord, which is the leading of the Holy Spirit, the Lord will set thee on high.
The Give Thyself Holy Conference with Bishop Dagiwood Mills is here with us again. Block out those dates. Tuesday the 5th to Friday the 8th of August 2025 at the Anakazu campus, Mampong, Equiapem. Why would you miss this? Visit GiveThyselfHolyConference.com or call +233 531 611 975 or +233 599 776767 to register now. The Give Thyself Holy Conference 2025, 5th to the 8th of August at the Anakazu campus. This is your moment, your mission, your call. Be there.
Do you suspect you didn't get the right amount of fuel? Do you have issues about the quality of fuel you bought? Or did you experience bad customer service at the filling station? Don't stress. The National Petroleum Authority, NPA, is here to assist you. Reach out to our call center on 0302 550 380. That is 0302 550 380. Or feel free to walk into our office located at Jowolu off the N1 highway or any of our regional offices to make a complaint or inquiry. If you experience any of these at the filling station, you have up to 48 hours to report it. NPA, where customer care meets excellence.
Do you ever wonder how your car's engine is doing as you drive?
Not often.
Does it feel confident and protected, or is it tired and struggling?
I have a busy schedule, so I leave matters of my engine to Shell V-Power. With Shell V-Power, you can feel confident because it is the best ever fuel designed for performance and efficiency. Shell V-Power removes performance rubbing deposits, so you can feel protected.
Fill up with Shell V-Power at the Shell service station near you. Feel confidence, feel protection, and feel performance over and over again with Shell V-Power. Fuel the feeling with Shell V-Power. Go well.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of the Zenith SME business card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302 680 884 or 0307 086 370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Then that time I went and said goodbye. Now I'm back and not ashamed to cry. Ooh, baby.
Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Ah, but don't you believe that? Said, hey little boy, you can't go where the others go. You don't look like they do. Said, hey old man, how can you stand to think that way? Did you really think about it before you made the rules? He said, so it's just the way it is. Some things will never change.
Indeed, some things will never change.
That's just the way it is.
And Friday will never change. Friday will always be Friday. Whether you are broke, whether you are sick, whether you have a lot of pressures on you, Friday will always be Friday. We will always let our hair down. Anamiwa. It's 18 past 7. You are live on the Super Morning Show. My name is Kojo Akoto Boateng. I'm here with Blessed Sogah. And today is a big day in Ablekuma North. Will it be Irabna or Nanekuya at the end of the day? Is a seat going to the NDC, which is the majority, or the NPP, which is the minority? Will there be a change in Ablekuma North for the first time in history? We are bringing you all that here on your election headquarters on Joy 99.7 FM, on my Joy Online, on our social media platforms. And those in Ablekuma North, we would like to hear from you. 055-111-1997. We'll read your messages here on the show. Blessed is here. And one of the big things that we are monitoring this weekend is the power sector. How the maintenance at ENI is going to affect the grid and affect you and I. It's something that we are really looking forward to. And we're going to talk to the Energy Ministry, the spokesperson and head of communication this morning, to understand what really is going to happen this weekend, what the impact will be, and whether they've put in all the contingencies to ensure that this doesn't flow into the week. It's all coming up here on the Super Morning Show. Now, the Energy Ministry released this statement on the 9th of July 2025. And it says, Ministry of Energy and Green Transition announces strategic natural gas supply enhancement by ENI. And basically, the message says that the ministry is pleased to announce a significant enhancement to the nation's natural gas supply, spearheaded by ENI. And this is going to add some 30 million standard cubic feet per day of gas to the fuel we have. And that this strategic upgrade is going to affect our operations. So there will be a temporary suspension of gas exports by ENI, which is going to affect the general power supply in the country. We have the spokesperson and head of communication of the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition, Richmond Roxon, on the line this morning to give us more details about this upcoming exercise. Good morning, Richmond. Welcome to the Super Morning Show.
Good morning, Kojo. Good morning, Blessed. And good morning, Church Commission. And thank you for the opportunity.
And I hope you are well this morning.
I'm doing well, thank you. Hope you are well as well.
We are doing well. Fridays are good days. Whether broke, whether sick, whether we are happy on Fridays. So we are very well. Now tell me, what is happening at ENI and why must we be concerned?
Thank you, Kojo. So ENI over the period has been supplying gas for us to our thermal plant. The quantity of gas has been between 240 and 245 million standard cubic of gas. And so this weekend, they are going to upgrade the system to ensure that there's an increase in the supply of gas by about 30 million standard cubic feet, which is significant and will go a long way to impact power supply. You will recall that over the period, the government, led by the Minister of Energy and Green Transition, has been taking steps to ensure that we have more supply of gas. This is because, one, it's a relatively cheap part. If you compare the cost of natural gas to liquid fuel, depending on what the price will be at the time, it can be almost half. So if you are spending $1.2 billion on liquid fuel, if you follow natural gas, you're looking at about $700 million, which is a significant saving. So efforts have been put in place to increase gas supply from our field. ENI is proceeding with this. In the next few months, weeks, we are also expecting an increase from Jubilee. Discussions are ongoing to ensure that we have more supply from our neighbors. And the bigger plan is to put together a second gas protection plan.
So we are increasing the gas production at ENI from 240 million standard cubic feet per day to 270 million standard cubic feet per day, which is adding 30 more million standard cubic feet per day to our gas supplies for power generation, right? What would be the impact on our fuel use in the country? Is it going to result in lower consumption of the other fuels, or we are not there yet? We need to bring on the other gas processing plants on stream to get this. And please, whilst you are answering, your line is not too clear, so if you are using a headset or a hands-free device, please speak directly into your phone for us so that we can hear you better.
That's fine. Is it better now?
Perfect.
Okay, great. Yeah, so the impact is that definitely we are going to have a reduction in the liquid fuels that we use. We are not there yet, like I mentioned. Beyond this, we are looking at other sources of natural gas to be able to power thermal plants. The cost of power is high. The minister recognizes that, the government recognizes that, and the goal is to bring in efficiency. One of the ways to bring in efficiency is to look at the cost of fuels. Once you have thermal plants dominating your energy mix, definitely what it means is that you are going to be procuring fuels at all times. And you have to take steps as a government to ensure that the cost of fuel is down. Once it comes down significantly, it also affects the cost of production, the overall cost of production, and then tariffs as well. Because you know that when PURC is setting up tariffs, it takes into consideration all these measures, all these factors.
So this is good news, but the bad news we got from your statement was that we are going to suffer some power fluctuations this weekend. It's been reported in other circles that we are going to have a nationwide doomsaw this weekend. To what extent are we going to have these power fluctuations over the weekend? We know we are losing about 600 megawatts. How are you going to manage this?
Kojo, I'm happy you asked me this question, and let me take the opportunity to assure the people of Ghana that there's absolutely nothing like nationwide blackout or nationwide doomsaw. The minister never said that. The ministry has not issued any statement to say that. And I'll take the opportunity to condemn some journalists and some political actors who have deliberately twisted what the minister said. When the minister put out the statement on Tuesday in Kumasi, when he was delivering his speech at the upgrade of the Ahojo transmission line from 33 kV to 161, what he mentioned was that ENI is expected to increase gas supply. They are going to shut down the NAC wells. Once that is done, it's going to have an impact on the supply of gas for power generation, and that measures have been put in place to ensure that we do not have any impact, and that even if we do that, it will be minimal, and that it is possible that once these works are ongoing, there will be fluctuation, like you mentioned. There will be disruption. In fact, it's words with power disruptions, and that if you experience that, know that it is for a good purpose. So at no point in time did the minister mention that there will be nationwide doomsaw or nationwide outage. So back to your question, we're expecting that obviously once export has been shut, there's going to be a deficit. Plans have been put in place. We're going to have other plants run on liquid fuels. I don't want to put the details out because these are security issues, but we've made adequate preparation led by the minister and the power sector players to ensure that the deficit is closed. In fact, from what we have put together, we're even going to have more megawatts than what the deficit will be. So we expect power to be stable. We expect the people of Ghana to continue enjoying the stable power that we've been enjoying over the last few months. And even if there are going to be disruptions, it will be very minimal.
So we are going to lose some of the plants that are working with ENI's gas. But what you are telling us is that we have other plants that will be supplied with liquid fuels, or that have been supplied with liquid fuels to produce enough electricity to augment what or to make up for what we are going to lose from shutting down ENI? Is that the case? So we are not going to have any nationwide doom, so?
No. In fact, because if you look at our energy mix today, there's absolutely no way we can have nationwide doom. So we have hydro, we have thermal, and we have renewables. If you look at the thermal alone, even under the thermal, which averages about 67-68% of our energy mix, we have different sources of fuel. You have natural gas, you have LCO, you have HFO, and then diesel sometimes. Even with the natural gas, the sources are numerous. We have N-gas, we have Jubilee, we have ENI. So if you are going to have a shutdown or an export deficit from ENI as a result of the upgrade, there's no way it should affect the entire nation and the entire energy mix. So it's not possible. That's even it's erroneous. And that's why I took the opportunity to correct that impression. But we have enough fuel for the other power plants to run on, whether liquid fuels and some of natural gas also from our Jubilee and then N-gas to be able to run.
I just want to repeat the question just so we are very sure. ENI is in the western region and it supplies gas largely to the western enclave. And you are telling us that if they shut down, we have enough plants and enough liquid fuels to produce enough electricity to make up for what we would lose if we shut down ENI for that upgrade, and that we are not going to have any doom. So, is that the case?
No, that is the case. We are not going to have any doom. So, the minister has engaged the power sector players this week. Even before this week, we've dealt with Gridco, ECG, dealt with the IPPs, and I can confidently tell you that we expect power to be stable. Even if we are going to have any disruption, it will be very minimal.
Okay, so what time is this upgrade expected to begin? What time is it expected to end?
The minister puts the maximum hours we're expecting at 6 hours. We're expecting that to start in the morning, the specific time. I'm sure the engineers from ENI will provide because it's external, but we're expecting it to be at most 6 hours.
Okay. Mr. Roxon, thank you so much for joining us here. We also know that we've started paying the 1 cedi levy, or we are just about to begin paying. Have we started paying that?
No. So we'll start on Monday.
Does it make you happy that you are getting an extra 5 billion Ghana cedis coming into the power mix to deal with your fuel issues?
Kojo, this government inherited a very difficult energy sector. And it's not just the power sector. When I say the energy sector, I mean the petroleum sector as well, whether downstream, upstream. And it will take all of us as citizens to sacrifice to be able to bring the sector back. Could you recall that in December 2024, and you are a very technical person, and you can check with Gridco, we're shedding load by over 700 megawatts in December. At the time this government took office, there was no liquid fuel to be able to power thermal plants. The government had to take steps immediately. The president had to put together a committee to deal with this issue. Over the period, the Minister of Energy, Honorable Jinapor, has been working to ensure that we have a stable power sector. And any industry watcher or any residence user who has been observing the space over the last 2 months to 3 months can attest that we've had a fairly stable power supply. This is because of some of the interventions that the ministry has put together. Let me just give you one simple one. For about 2 years, ECG had not done major maintenance work. So you had areas that had challenges with transformers. The minister had to direct ECG to procure over 200 transformers to be able to change malfunctioned ones. So a lot of the areas now have stable power because they have new transformers. And maintenance works are still ongoing. And so...
And all this within the 6 months? So we've bought over 200 transformers within the 6 months? Or we had those transformers and they were instructed to fix them?
We had 0 transformers. 0. The minister directed ECG to purchase them. And the good thing is that he said they should purchase locally manufactured transformers. So they were purchased in Ghana. They were not imported. Because the directive by the minister is that unless you cannot get the material in Ghana, don't procure outside Ghana. So we had 0 transformers. And so when you look at the shortfalls in the energy sector, if you are a government and inherit a debt of $1.79 billion with IPPs alone, the overall sector debt, you are looking at over 80 billion Ghana cedis, which is now improved to about 67 billion because of prudent management of the economy and some payments. If today you have IPPs writing to you, Car Power and Co threatening that will shut down, then you would have to look for alternative sources to be able to deal with the problems that we have. And that is why the amendment of EXLA, the energy sector shortfalls, is a crucial intervention for the power sector, especially when it comes to the procurement of fuels.
Okay.
Because you would know that liquid fuels will not form part of the electricity tariffs. And if the government had looked at the option of adding that to the tariffs, would have been looking at 68% increase in electricity tariffs. So we want to thank the people of Ghana on behalf of my minister and the president for the sacrifice that we are making. Fuel prices have moved from 17 to 12, and the government is saying from Monday that people of Ghana should sacrifice 1 cedi to improve the power sector.
You know what? This is a running conversation. Now you've assured us that we are not going to have any doomsaw this weekend. What we'll do is that we will monitor the grid over the weekend and bring you back on Monday for you to give us an update on the upgrade, all right, of the grid, so that we all know that we work together to avoid a doomsaw. But what I can promise you is that we know the local transformer manufacturing companies. So we will go and check and verify your claims that over 200 transformers have been procured this year, and they were procured from local transformer manufacturing companies. You can also make that easy by sharing the lists, the capacities where they've been deployed to us, so that we know that indeed we are walking the talk as a people in upgrading the grid and giving customers the value for money. Thank you so much, Roxanne, for joining us this morning on the Super Morning Show.
We remain transparent, and we rest assured that the necessary information will be provided for you to proceed with your verification. And you can check with ECG.
Okay.
It's something that you can...
I pray that we get the list by midday today, so that we can also check around the city and the country to see where new transformers have been sent to, and the upgrades to the grid. But Monday, I'm sure we'll have a follow-up conversation to this. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for your time.
That was the spokesperson for the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition, Mr. Richmond Roxon, joining us here to give us an update on the upcoming upgrade at ENI, the impacts that is going to have on the grid generally, and what the ministry has done to avert any inconveniences for us. Sogah, so no doomsaw this weekend?
That's the assurance from the ministry. There are other issues that bother the sector, especially with the legacy debt of an estimated cost of 400 billion, we understand. If that's the case, then the ministry should also be concerned about what it plans to do going into the future. So it will definitely be good to have this conversation again.
Let's give you good news from Fidelity Bank. Fidelity Bank is making it easy to send money across Africa. It's now easier than ever with the PAPs. Now on your Fidelity mobile app, you can instantly send money to Nigeria, Kenya, Gambia, Liberia, Guinea, Sierra Leone, Djibouti, Malawi, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, and it's all secure, affordable, and in Ghana cedis, no forex needed. And here is how to do it. Log into your Fidelity mobile app, go to transfers and select PAPs transfer. It's that simple. Whether it's for loved ones or for business, experience the convenience of transferring money without wait or high fees across Africa on your Fidelity mobile app, or visit our branch near you and get access to PUPs. We are here for your journey. Believe with us.
So the Ghana Met has indicated that this is the rainy season. We'll be having, of course, humidity very low in the morning and at night. And this rainy season, your safety on the road matters more than ever. So that's why Toyota Ghana is offering attractive discounts on genuine spare parts and also services to keep you safe no matter the weather. Replace your wiper blades and also windshield wipers for a clear view. Check your brake parts, brake shoes for effective braking on wet roads. So you can also install new bulbs for a better visibility and service your AC and change your AC filters to ensure proper cabin temperature and moisture control. So you can visit your nearest Toyota Ghana branch nationwide and do that today. Let your the certified technicians there get your vehicle ready for the season. You can call 0302 429 801. You can dial 802. You can do that all the way to 805. So 0302 429 80125. And follow them on Facebook as well, TikTok, X at Drive Toyota GH, and on Instagram is Drive Toyota _GH. Toyota Ghana, genuine parts for a safer rainy season.
Charlie, showdown in Ablekuma North.
Showdown
is happening. It's happening. More updates coming up on the Super Morning Show. But let me tell you about water tanks. Do you know the secret to real water storage? It's simple. If your tank doesn't have the tortoise on it, then it's not the correct tank. So get Syntex tank. It's the champion of water tanks. It's strong, it's durable, it's built to handle our Ghanaian weather. So whether rain or shine, Syntex tank has your back. So go outside, check your tank. If it doesn't have a tortoise on it, it's time to upgrade to Syntex. Join the Syntex tank family today and enjoy water storage that's tough like a tortoise. Call them on 0244 335 168 to buy a tank or find one of their 400 agents nationwide. You can also shop online at syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, a year strong, a year tough.
And discover MNC Group Global, your number one partner in rental estates, mineral tradings, and export, logistics, and also food commodity trading. So with our global presence, we connect markets that drive businesses to grow with tailor-made solutions that meet your needs. So trust us to maximize your value in every deal that you are engaged in with MNC Group Global. Reach them, MNC Group at mncgroupgh.com. That's how you can get more information on this. MNC Group, totally reliant.
And if you want to die with your loved one in a very serene place, like Amachide wants to, you have to go to the Safari Valley Resorts. It's mid-year already, right?
Yeah.
You want to go. You know, usually we talk about mid-year reviews for businesses and all that, but have you done a mid-year review for yourself, for your family, right? You can do that as well. And if you want a great place to do that, go to Safari Valley Resorts. If you also want to do hold your mid-year review for your business planning sessions, your staff retreats, if you want to turbocharge your team or yourself, go to Safari Valley Resorts. If you're thinking of a green, serene environment, that's your place. Accessibility, meeting room capacity, flow and layout of space, room flexibility, quality of equipment, staff, and first-class catering services. They have everything at Safari Valley Resorts. It's your first choice. So call them 0596 914 394. 0596 914 394. Safari Valley, bringing you closer to nature.
And the team here on the SMS has been looking forward to the chicken light soup that Sammy loves so much. but the fun part is, after enjoying that, you need some Pepsodent cavity fighter, right? Because anytime we eat, this food, sugars are trapped between our teeth, so that's leading to some tooth decay or perhaps gum disease. In some cases, it could be foul breath. So brushing your teeth every morning and night with Pepsodent cavity fighter gives your teeth that protection that they deserve, right? Leaving it 10 times stronger. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter is fortified with pro-fluoride and also micro-calcium ingredients, and that will be sealing those tiny and invisible holes in your teeth. So this will prevent cavities, keep your teeth stronger and mouth healthy. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter comes in the 175 family pack. We have the Ejakwa pack, which is 120 grams. Then you also have the 65 and 12 grams sachet, which you can always get at an affordable price anytime at all. So don't just use any toothpaste at all. Brush your teeth. Use Pepsodent, that will protect your health as well. So always remember to brush your teeth in the morning and also before you sleep at night. Pepsodent has been educating Ghanaians on how to brush their teeth for the last 25 years, and it's recommended by the Ghana Dental Association. So what they're doing now as well is to create the opportunity for you to talk to a dentist. So just toll free 0800 161 000. You'd get more information on that to talk to a dentist for free. Pepsodent, every smile matters. You know, Kojo, I was talking about the debt in the energy sector. I said 400 billion. It's actually 400, a little above 400 million, not billion. So the actual amount is 488 million cedis. That's how much
the energy
legacy.
sector is.
Apologies. I'm talking about
number two. You are not quoting. Wait. It's a lot more than that.
I mean revenue in terms of the power sector. Yes, that's what. And in fact, it was factored into the reasons why the PURC gave the 20% new tariff rates for energy. Yes.
That's 490
yes,
million.
Precisely.
But that's
so it's a little above
yes,
that. In fact, there's so much more that's happening in that sector. So just for clarity, so people don't roast us this morning.
But the 1 cedi will pay.
Oh, we'll pay the 1 cedi. The 1 cedi, yeah, we'll pay.
I hope Winston is not listening to you. So. Anyway, let me tell you about Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited. It's your number one supplier of quality office essentials. If you need equipment, furniture at affordable prices, talk to them. They have the online store for you. So go to kingdomstoreonline.com. Order everything you want. They'll deliver to your homes and offices within a reasonable time. If you are in Accra and Tema, they offer free delivery and they accept payment via Momo across all networks as well. So terms and conditions apply. Talk to Kingdom today. At Kingdom, quality and affordability is their hallmark. So go to kingdomstoreonline.com. Get everything you need.
Okay, maybe that should include a Bible as well, because if you're considering this and serious about your calling, the Give Thyself Holy Conference is your divine appointment from the 5th to the 8th of August at the Akoto, is the Anakazo campus. I believe that's for Lighthouse International, that church. Yes, indeed. There's a lot happening this coming August, and it's happening at the Kwapim Mampong. Join pastors, leaders, and also ministry workers for a life-changing experience with the Bishop, Doug Heyward Mills. Expect deep teachings, practical ministry wisdom, and also the power of the Holy Spirit. Your passion for souls, loyalty, and full-time ministry will be reignited. So this is where destinies are shaped. So you can register now by dialing *928*. 77 hash. So it's *928 *777 hash. That's how you register for Give Thyself Holy Conference. And I've seen the flyer already. Looks like we have Benny Hinn and some great men of God also joining that. And so we're all on the lookout
to Christ.
Yes, as well. Yes.
Immerse yourself in the Spirit.
Indeed.
Feel the Spirit.
Indeed.
And transform lives and make an impact. But if you want to have a great waterfront experience, you need to go to Aqua Safari. I have been there several times, and look, if you give me the opportunity to be there every day, I'll go. And if you need luxurious rooms, if you need exciting water sports and outdoor activities, the stay packages are designed to provide you with great experiences on the bank of the Volta River at Bigada. So call them now, 0800 110 190 or 0540 110 190 now. Go to Aqua Safari, enjoy the place, and give me some feedback.
Yes, and one of the ways by doing that is to get the right formula for your vehicle. And if you've not heard about it, I'm bringing you some good news from with benefits from Excellium from Total Energies. Now let me tell you more about this premium fuel with that amazing 3-in-1 power. It's the Total Energies introducing to you the Excellium new formula, the additive enriched fuel with its powerful 3-in-1 action that cleans your engine, extends its life, and also lowers your fuel consumption. So thanks to the cumulative effect of its anti-corrosion, anti-wear, and detergent additives, Excellium new formula also lowers your vehicle's fuel consumption while reducing CO2 emissions. So you'll drive, that's the experience you'll be having with the difference that you would experience with Total Energies Excellium new formula. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Music from the Ramblers It's 7:47 a.m. You are live on the Super Morning Show. Today is election day. The election headquarters is ready. We've laced our boots. Our cameras are ready. Our body cams are also ready. And we are storming Ablekuma North with 20k men and 50k women to bring you all the updates on the rerun. But something big is happening in the month of August here on Joy. It's the Joy Sustainability Month. The Joy Sustainability Month. We'll be bringing you very practical conversations on housing, on transport, mobility, energy, water, food, everything that makes our nation tick, everything that makes our lives work is happening here on Joy 99.7 FM. Joy Sustainability Month coming in the month of August. We go for a quick break. When we return, there is more coming up on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us.
Hello, Madam Eunice. Good morning.
Good morning, dear.
Please, I'm following up on my order.
The dispatch will bring it, eh? Don't worry.
Hey, Madam, it's been 4 days. Aden, is that how you do business?
Oh, young lady, relax. The pressure is too much.
As for today, dear, I must get my package. Oh. Hello, Madam. Hello. Hey, she has hung up on me, and I don't even know her and where her shop is. Oh, Erade.
Oh, sister, never send e-cash to any vendor you do not know or whose authenticity you have not confirmed. Davida, always make sure to confirm details with the vendor when engaging in online payments. Also, remember to make payments of your orders on delivery to avoid being scammed.
MTN.
Ever wondered what else your Standard Chartered Visa card can do? It is not just for taking money from ATMs. Your Standard Chartered Visa card is the enjoyment card. Use it to shop at malls and supermarkets and for all your online transactions. Book and pay for that overdue vacation online and win fantastic rewards like airtime, Melcom gift vouchers, and a weekend stay at a plush hotel and many more. It is the enjoyment card. So next time you're about to make any payment, let your Standard Chartered Visa card lead the way, not cash. It is your gateway to secure, convenient, and rewarding payments. Visit the 360 Rewards website for more information. Standard Chartered, here for good.
FPAC is effective for headaches and relieves the symptoms of flu, colds, and catarrh. FPAC blows away the pain associated with sore throats. During and after a hard day's work, FPAC relieves you of body pains. After the day's sports workout, FPAC helps the body to control the aching muscles. FPAC is effective against feverishness. FPAC reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. FPAC is effective against rheumatic pains. You can find FPAC in all pharmacy and chemical select shops throughout the country. FPAC is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. FPAC blows your pain away.
FPAC Junior follows in the tradition of FPAC tablets, a trusted friend to relieve your child of pain associated with teething, catarrh, cold and fever. The good that FPAC does for you, FPAC Junior does for your child. FPAC Junior is for children between 6 months and 12 years. FPAC Junior blows your child's pain away.
It's time for your birthday messages on the Super Morning Show, and the messages are brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go, Bank of Africa, get a quick fixed loan from Bank of Africa at an unbeatably low interest rate. Call or visit BOA today. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And blessed, today is the birthday of two very close members of the multimedia family. One of them is Mr. Emmanuel Kofi Ansah. Today is Kofi Ansah's birthday. Happy birthday to you, Senior Kofi Ansah. I hope you enjoy the day. Samuel David says happy birthday to Putin. Actually, these days you don't mention Putin rough like that. So Mr. Kofi Ansah, happy birthday to you, and also happy birthday to Incontabu Kratch Charles Mensah, CEO of Trust Consult. Today is your birthday as well. Happy birthday to you, and happy birthday to Mr. Matthias Akon Swansea of Swancom Systems, from your family and from the Brotherhood, and to Eduji Wanda Agba Jr. of Fort International School. This is from your family to you. So happy birthday to all of you. May God bless you. And it's also now time for the Sports Center. and is brought to you by MTN. Switch to MTN's eSIM. Download my MTN app to go SIMless today. Standard Chartered Bank is here for good, and FPAC blows your pain away. DSTV, what an awesome news to share. You know now, you can pay your DSTV package today, and you'll be upgraded to the next higher package for free from now till 31st of July. Dial *759# APK on DSTV.
And have you ever thought about true convenience and what it means? Well, let's keep it simple. Convenience is finding easy solutions to that everyday hassle. And speaking of easy solutions, here I'm wondering if you've heard about the M-Care from MTN and Med Pharma. Well, that's convenient healthcare for everyone. So let's face it, being sick is no fun, and neither is waiting in these long queues for healthcare. But with M-Care, all that hassle disappears. So with a silver and gold package, you get to choose between 10 or the 161 Ghana cedi per month package and enjoy access to a doctor anytime, anywhere. And it's an efficient e-pharmacy with medication delivered to your doorstep. And guess what? It comes with a life insurance cover for hospitalization and death, as well as health insurance depending on your package. It's unbelievable, right? So now I ask you, what's convenient than this? So download the MedPharma app to sign up to the silver or gold package today.
For many years, you've put in a lot of hard work to build your business. Now, Standard Chartered wants to help you take your business to the next level. They want to help you create wealth. So they understand that you have wealth ambitions. If you are looking to invest, grow your wealth, or secure your legacy, Standard Chartered is here to help you make the right move at the right time. With Standard Chartered, you get more than just banking. You get access to a global network of tailored solutions designed to grow, manage and protect your wealth for generations to come. And the expertise and global network offers you an array of wealth and diversified investment options across the globe. Now is the time to act on insight, not hindsight. So call them today, 023-300-0041. Standard Chartered, here for good. It's coming up to 8 at 8. We bring you the Business Minute here on Joy 99.7 FM. And our big stories. Ablekuma North is in the news today. There's a rerun, 19 polling stations. Who wins? Is it the NDC's Irabna Obin or the MPP's Nanekwe Friye? Big stories are brought to you by Republic Bank. We are here for you. Telecel, connecting energies. Prudential Bank, truly dependable.
From Takwa to Ablekuma North just to come and vote. We are expecting a lot from the member of parliament. We want development in the constituency.
Enti ema habeye di even class some parliament cry yakonwa ni si ho empty. Obi ante so.
I'm here purposely to help our hard working candidate to give a moral support as well.
To me, not the best, but since the directive has come, yes, we will have to go and cast a vote because it's our right. Okay. And we need a representation in parliament too as well.
The aftermath of the 7th December election, the processes to complete the collation in 12 constituencies have created fear, not only in our staff, but voters in general. We trust that the police and the National Election Security Task Force will provide the needed security before, during, and after the process so we can vote and work in peace. On our part, as the electoral management body, we are desirous of bringing the election in the Ablekuma North constituency to a conclusion and to ensure that the constituents have a representative in parliament.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
So people in Ablekuma North this morning are getting up and standing up for their rights. They are going to vote. They are going to select who represents them in parliament, who helps us make the laws, who would be their advocate. And that's something we are following closely this morning here on the Super Morning Show. Now, Blessed, what do we know about the Ablekuma North elections?
The area largely has been without a member of parliament for the last 186 days, and that's why many see this as a timely intervention by the Electoral Commission. But in terms of the number of polling stations affected, there are 19 in all, and that's because the disputed pink sheets were 37, or they were actually destroyed. 18 of those scanned results were verified by both parties. Then you have the outstanding 19, which is leading to the election this morning, a reason for which the NPP and the NDC are slugging it out for the election. So we'll be getting into the details shortly. But listen up, guys. When Republic Bank says they are the ones for you, indeed they are the ones for you, and that's why they've reduced their CD mortgage interest rate even further to a new low. So it's now in the teens. That means that you can afford to own your dream house on the next one for less. But don't wait, because this offer is only available for a limited time. And if you're already having a mortgage with your bank, you can switch to Republic Bank now and enjoy some exciting deals that are on offer for you. So visit any of the Republic Bank branches near you. You can also send an email. It's myhome@republicghana.com, and then call 054 01 09 649. If you're in the Ashanti region and perhaps you're looking for more information, 0540-109-901. It's that simple, 0540-109-901. For more information, Republic Bank, we are the one for you.
And Telecel Too Much Money is heating up. Over 2,781 daily winners have already received 100 cedis each. 23 lucky winners have bagged 20,000 Ghana cedis in their weekly draws. You can also do that. You can also win. So dial star 500 hash or download the Telecel Play app now to opt in and start your winning journey. Simply reload or bundle with 5 cedis and above using Telecel Cash to double your chances of winning. And remember, the more you reload, the greater your chances. You could be the winner of the grand prize of 1.2 million Ghana cedis. So why wait when the winnings are calling your name? Get set to enjoy Too Much Money with Telecel Too Much Money promo. Telecel, connecting energies. It's 8 a.m. It's time for Business Minute. It's brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG. We stand with you, and Anointed Engineering Services, the generator experts.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator experts. The International Monetary Fund is advocating lowering of Ghana's VAT rate to encourage compliance and enhance revenue mobilization, as government has announced plans to remove the COVID-19 levy. Economist Dr. Duo Susakode is asking government and the Bank of Ghana to find prudent ways of bringing down interest rates. He was reacting to the $367 million approved by the IMF under the fourth review of Ghana's program. The Private Enterprise Federation has revealed the cost of doing business is still high despite improvement in some macroeconomic indicators. And US President Donald Trump has said he will impose a 35% tariff on Canadian goods starting the 1st of August. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator experts.
Now let me tell you more about Anointed Engineering Services Limited. They are into sales of ultra-silent, fuel-efficient diesel generating sets. The sizes range from 5 kVA to 3000 kVA. And they sell these at very competitive prices. So for every generator you buy from them, you enjoy a 5-year warranty, and also ensure that you get maintenance and repairs support for all kinds of diesel generating sets. They give you 24-hour emergency services, sale of spare parts, reliable rental services, professional advice, and if you want tower lights to buy or to rent, talk to them. They have the new branch at Pokwase White House, opposite the Eco Block, but the head office is at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. So call them 024-348-0334 and 054-010-9493. Anointed are the generator experts.
Frustrated with outdated banking experiences? You deserve an app that makes your life easier, not harder. Say hello to the CBG mobile app, your new cool way to handle everything banking. With biometric security, lightning fast mobile money access, and one-touch bill payments, banking has never been this smooth. Stop imagining when you can live a life where your entire banking world is in your pocket, ready whenever you need it. No stress, no fuss. Don't settle for less. Experience a more superior, convenient way of banking today with the CBG mobile app. Banking made cool, fast and secure. Welcome to the good life. CBG. We stand with you.
Are you tired of rising fuel costs and frequent service and maintenance draining your budget? Are you a transport business thinking of the best eco-friendly and cost-saving option for a car? Then switch to the Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle. The Cerio Nano 3 EV is proudly marketed and distributed in Ghana by Anointed Engineering Services Limited. The sleek Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle, with its advanced technology and high performance, emits zero emissions because it does not run on fossil fuels. No need to worry about a charging station because you can charge your Cerio at home directly by plugging into the socket. The Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle offers unmatched comfort, interior design, fast charging, long-lasting battery, and a portable digital ultra-silent genset for backup charging no matter your power situation anywhere. Visit our brand new and ultra-modern showrooms in Accra and Kumasi. In Kumasi, Asukwa, in front of the TAT yard on the Ak Mayanka Road. Call our hotlines on 0544 340589 and 0243 480 334. Anointed also stocks genuine spare parts and delivers after-sales services 24/7 for our Cerio Nano 3 EVs. The Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle. Experience a legacy of luxury modernized. Cerio EV. Go electric.
On the go, night to day. PBL up is the easiest way. Bank secure, bank with ease. Right at your fingertips, bank is a breeze. PBL app making banking so clear. Anytime, anywhere we're here. Safe, secure, banking for you. PBL app, simple and true.
Welcome to the future of banking. The Prudential Bank mobile app. Bank secure anytime, right from your phone. Access your accounts 24/7. Perform instant transactions. Pay bills. Link mobile money wallets. Scan and pay with GHQR. Manage your cards. Make seamless GIP interbank transfers. All with ease. No more banking hours. Take control and app your banking. Experience simple, secure and convenient banking. Download the PBL mobile app now. PBL mobile app. App your banking.
Small money day, big money day, way too much money day. Telecel too much money promo drop. If for dial *500#, then join am. For the Telecel too much money promo inside, you fit win 100 Ghana cedis cash for the daily draws, 20,000 Ghana cedis for the weekly draws, then 1.2 million Ghana cedis for the grand draw inside. That be 1.2 million Ghana cedis. You for just reload airtime, then get points wey fit make you win. Make you dial *500# or go the Telecel Play app top. Then book inside riders give the Telecel too much money promo. Terms and conditions apply.
Telecel. Connecting energies.
This promo will be NLA way they regulate them for the Caritas Lottery platform top.
Always busy on the go. Tap the app, you're good to go. Big dreams, little time. There's a boat for you to ride. Every single time, yeah, yeah. Morning rush to the late night ride. Work to home and gig to gig. Smooth and easy ride and vibe. Safety toolkit by your side. Use code Keep Moving 50 for 50% off your first 3 rides. Download the Boat app now. Make moves with phones.
Still unbeatable. Republic Bank has slashed the city mortgage interest rate to a new low. That means it's more affordable to own your dream home. You enjoy lower monthly installments, save on interest payments, flexible loan arrangements, and more. Make the move. Own your home at a lower teen interest rate. But hurry, this offer lasts for a limited time. Visit any Republic Bank branch or send email to myhome@republicghana.com or call Accra 054 0109 649. Kumasi 054 0109 901 to apply today and enjoy a teen interest rate. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Music from San Fantomas. Title of the song is African Typic Collection. Good morning to you. How are you? Is your Friday going well? Are you ready for the weekend? Ablekuma North is voting today. What is the situation on the ground? Has voting begun? Yes, it has started. Are there any issues we need to know? We'll bring that to you here on the Super Morning Show. And your messages on the social on the Super Morning Show. Your social media messages are brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, number 10 liver salt, a refreshing relief. If you're a business or homeowner thinking about solar power, now you can afford to go solar ASAP with a loan from the Accelerated Solar Action Program by EcoBank. An ASAP loan offers flexible funding at a fixed rate of 15% over 7 years to support your transition to green technologies. Whether you are a homeowner ready to go green, an SME owner looking to cut down cost, or an agribusiness seeking sustainable energy solutions, there's an ASAP loan for you from EcoBank. If you're an Elevate by EcoBank customer, you get your ASAP loan at 14% for your woman-led or woman-owned business. Bring solar power to your business and home with an ASAP loan. Make the switch and start saving today. Go green, go solar with EcoBank today. And to apply, contact EcoBank toll-free on 0800 003325 for more details. It's 10 past 8. Today the focus is on Ablekuma North. Would it be Irabna Obin or Nanekua Efriye gets a chance to go back to Parliament? Irabna will be a first-timer. Nanekua will be going back to Parliament after losing out in the 2020 elections. She was the parliamentarian then. She lost the primaries to Sheila Battels. Battels won, went to Parliament, and lost the primaries in 2024. And Nanekua ran against Irabna Obin. And today we get to decide who goes to Parliament from Ablekuma North. Blessed. And so the elections have begun in Ablekuma.
Looking at the time, yes. It should be in almost every polling station, but of course we'll be heading to the constituency to verify what's been happening, because already on our Joy social handles you can see that clearly the Ghana Police Service has deployed. They've done their deployment. The Defense Minister is giving assurances that the military will not be part of today's exercise. So in as much as it's not a national election in nature, we still need peace. So we'll urge for calm, ask all the delegates, or I mean they are not delegates necessarily, but constituents who will be going into the elections this morning, to just do that in clear conscience.
We can't call this a full by-election, can we?
Not really.
So
but if you look at how heated the exercise is getting, then you can see that the political parties want to catch up on how they were unable to settle scores in the last elections. So yeah, almost all the national executives of both parties, the presidential aspirants from especially the NPP side, they are all moving into the constituency to canvass for votes. But we're getting projections projections that looking at the EC's expected turnout, that may be around 64 percentage points. So it's bringing the figure to somewhere around a little bit about 4,000 people should be voting today.
So
if anything is to go by based on the EC projection.
So historically, in 96-75% people turned out to vote. In the year 2000, 57% was the turnout. 2004, they recorded the highest turnout of 85%. 2008, it was 66%. 2012, it was 80%. The 2016 election, it was 68%. That was the election that brought Irabna to Nanekua to Parliament. And 2020, it was 62%. So the projected turnout for today's rerun is 64%, right? Which means about 4,000 people are going to vote. Which also means that we can finish this election by, say, 2 or 3 p.m. if people go out in their numbers to vote. And maybe by 7 or 8, we should know who the winner is to prevent any issues, right?
Yeah, largely so. And if you're looking at the breakdown of the polling stations at stake, it appears that there's this DVLA office within the constituency and one Pentecost Church polling station. These two are carrying the largest in terms of the numbers. So jointly, you would have over 1,200 people just voting in these two already. So if you're going by your projections, then you'd want to see more of the action around these two areas, the DVLA office in Ablekuma North and then the Pentecost Church. So these are the two main areas. You might want to also consider the Lord's Pentecostal Church. That also has roughly about 563 people voting there. So if you're able to take down these three areas, chances are that you may be heading to Parliament.
We have the team on the ground. We'll go for a quick break. When we return, we are going straight to Ablekuma North to bring you the updates here on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Download it. You go enjoy it. You can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even church tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know, it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Masa, my head is killing me. Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat?
I don't know. Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
Results were added to the collation. All the 25 carbonized polling station results were received from the MPP. It is important to emphasize that the said 25 pink sheets were not scanned pink sheets, but carbon copies from the MPP. Even though the NDC collation agents reported late that day, that is the 21st December 2024, the carbon copies had been authenticated. After the carbon copies had been authenticated by the return officer, the NDC agents were allowed to review and verify the 10 carbon of the results presented by the MPP. Following that, the remaining 15 carbon copies were authenticated by both NDC and MPP agents for that day. They also reviewed the scanned pink sheets. This brought the number of collected polling stations to 278. Thus, 3 polling station results became outstanding. The NDC at the meeting raised a number of issues and followed up with a letter to the commission. The commission responded to all the concerns raised by the NDC in their letters dated 17th March and 30th April 2025. Among the issues raised by the NDC was the lack of formal invitation to participate in the collation process, denial of involvement of NDC agents in the collation of the 25 scan pick sheets on the 21st of December 2024, and concerns about the use of scan pick sheets from the MPP intended to move the ballot boxes to a more secure location. Party supporters invaded the premises of the Kwashiman cluster of schools and set fire to the library where the ballot boxes and BVDs were kept. All the ballot papers were destroyed in the process, thereby denying the commission the opportunity to use the ballot papers to complete the collation. To date, the gentleman who perpetrated this crime, though he recorded his illegal act and circulated it on social media, has not been arrested. The commission came to the conclusion that it will rerun the election in 19 out of the 37 polling stations. The commission arrived at the decision to rerun the election in the 19 polling stations because the 19 scanned polling station results used for the collation, though approved by agents of both political parties, were not verified by the presiding officers responsible for those polling stations. The commission was able to secure the confirmation of 18 presiding officers of their scanned pink sheets. The commission was of the view that once its officers were legally charged to conduct the elections at the polling stations, and they have also confirmed the scan results, there was no need to rerun the elections in those polling stations. We state categorically that Ghana's electoral management body is an independent body and will not be dictated to by any person or institution. The aftermath of the 7th December election, the processes to complete the collation in 12 constituencies have created fear, not only in our staff, but voters in general. We trust that the police and the National Election Security Task Force will provide the needed security before, during, and after the process so we can vote and work in peace. On our part, as the electoral management body, we are desirous of bringing the election in the Ablekuma North constituency to a conclusion and to ensure that the constituents have a representative in parliament. We have thus provided a path to complete the collation process so as to ensure that the residents of Ablekuma North have a representative in parliament. We assure the public and the political parties that, as always, we will live by our motto and ensure that the rerun is fair, transparent, and credible.
That was Dr. Bosman Asari of the Electoral Commission giving an update on the Ablekuma North elections. And he says that the culprits who burnt that school that resulted in the EC losing the ballot papers, the pink sheets and everything has still not been found. But the EC has put everything in place to deliver a credible, transparent, fair elections in the Ablekuma North rerun. It's happening today. A lot of expectations and a lot of people are going out there to vote. 4,000 looks like a small number, but it's quite a big number. 4,000 people expected turnout today. Quite a big number. And we have our men and women on the ground to give us more updates. We'll be crossing over to James Aveji shortly. James is actually on the line to give us more updates on the Ablekuma North elections. Good morning, James. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Kojo. I'm doing well.
How is the situation on the ground at the moment?
Well, Kojo, it's quite a slow start to the voting process. We are over an hour into the voting and things are moving smoothly. I'm currently stationed at the DVLA polling center at Awoshe, where so far 40, just a few on top of 40. My last check some 2 minutes ago had 38 voters casting their ballot so far in the first hour of the voting process. The first person actually cast his ballot at exactly 7:06 a.m. The Electoral Commission officers were here very early in the morning to set up even before 6:37 o'clock. And so all is set. If you talk about security deployment, there's so far heavy police presence here, even at the polling center, and a number of police vehicles patrolling town. I count about a dozen of police officers stationed at both in the inner perimeter of the voting center as well as outside the voting center. A few minutes ago, I counted about 7 police patrol vehicles full of officers, some in the back of the pickups, fully armed, and the indication we get is that there are patrol teams patrolling all around town, especially at the 19 polling stations across the entire constituency, in addition to the officers who are stationed at the various polling stations. And so from where I am, a number of police officers as well as other officers who are in mufti as well as in police jackets. So a heavy security presence adequately monitoring the process. I count about 3 other voters also in line waiting to cast their ballots, and over 40 of them have cast their ballot so far.
Okay.
About 15-20 minutes ago, the NDC's candidate, Rabna Obing, also came to the polling center, interacted with the Electoral Commission officers as well as voters who were in line to vote and other residents who pitch camp outside the perimeter, looking on at what is happening here. And so it has been smooth so far. A gentleman just cast his vote. Want to see if I can speak to him. Sir, good morning. You will not want to speak to... Okay. He will not want to give us a word. He just finished casting his vote. As I was saying, Rabna Obing was here. We tried to interact with her, but she will not speak to the media yet. Okay. But the MC for Gan West, Honorable John Nisoa, who is here monitoring the process, in addition to the polling agent, tells me that she was here as part of her monitoring process across the 19 polling stations in the constituency. And so she's been here to observe the process, interacted with the people here, and has left. So that's what has been happening so far. Earlier, yes. I've also been to 2 other polling stations as about between 6:30 a.m. The Presby School polling station as well as the Pentecost Church, all in Odoko. As at when we got to the Presby School at about 6:40, the police were there, but the electoral officers were not yet in to set up before we left there. The Pentecost Police Center, the police were there, the electoral officers were setting up towards 7 o'clock before we had left there. So, Kojo, if you ask me, it has been a slow start, but a very peaceful one, with enough police presence on the grounds to maintain law and order in the course of the day.
This is the election headquarters. James Aveji coming to us from the DVLA polling station in the Ablekuma North constituency. That polling station has 613 registered voters. James says about 41 people have voted. That takes us to about 6.7% when it comes to the turnout so far in that particular constituency. Jacqueline Ansuma is also on the line from the same constituency. Jacqueline, good morning. Where exactly are you within the Ablekuma North constituency?
All right, Kojo, good morning to you and our lovely listeners. Currently, I'm at the Methodist Church of Doko. This place was initially the collation center for the last election in 2024.
Okay, and so far, what have you observed? How is the process going? Are there a lot of people there to vote? Is this smooth?
Well, Kojo, so I've been to a couple of other polling stations in the Ablekuma North constituency. What I observed was that we didn't see any queue of people trying to queue even before they start. Later on, when they started around 7 after 7 a.m., realized that people then started coming in ones and twos, just coming in bits to vote. But currently here at the Methodist Church, the expected voters here are 464, and as I'm speaking to you right now, about 32 people have been here to cast their vote. Yeah, and we haven't seen any issue of. But then there was one particular issue I was there that I saw 4 people coming here to check their names, but then they were turned away that their names are not in the list. But then according to them, they said that this is the same place that they registered. So we don't really know what is going on, and people keep coming here, coming to find out if their name is in the list, and they get turned away. So that is one of the issues that we've been encountering. But apart from that, security is very tight here at the Odoko Methodist Church.
Now, when they are turned away, do the EC officials offer any assistance to them? For example, if you go to Methodist and your name is not there, what do they tell them? Do they attempt to help them find where they can go and vote?
Well, I think basically what they keep saying is that, all they told them was that their name is not here. So probably they are not part of those who are set to vote here, because, it's just 19 polling stations. It's not like the other one where when your name is not here, probably it might be in another polling station. So that has been the response. They just tell them that, we can't find your name here, and that is it.
It will be interesting to talk to these people to find out whether they voted at the same polling stations in December 2024.
I asked them and they said this is the very place that they voted, especially speaking to the presiding officer earlier. She said during the elections in 2024, this particular place, that is the Methodist Church Odoko, it has 2 polling stations, but we can see it's just one. That is why this place is the Methodist Church 1, and there's a Methodist Church 2. So I'm presuming that maybe because it was at the same polling station, they might probably be at the second one, which is not part of the list that EC gave out, these 19 polling stations.
Okay, so turnout so far, 32 people out of the 464 have voted. So if you put your numbers together with that of James, we are seeing an average of 6.79% between the 2 polling stations, the DVLA polling stations and the Methodist polling station when it comes to the turnout. I want to understand something from both of you. Let me start with James. We've seen a lot of money moving around. At least there are some donations that have gone to some of the candidates, and generally it's believed that these donations may end up being used to influence voters. Are we seeing any act or activities that show that voters are being influenced to step out to vote by any of the political parties? James. Okay, Jacqueline, go ahead.
Okay, so personally, I haven't seen any yet, but then I'm moving with the MPP team. From the information I'm gathering is that Nanekia also is already out moving about. I'm yet to meet her with her team. I haven't seen any of that with about the 5 polling stations that I've been to so far. It's been very calm. But maybe, it's too early. It's 8:30 now. But probably when I get to meet the team, I'm pretty sure that we might get to meet some of these things. Because one thing I realized was that a lot of people have surrounded these polling stations, but then they are not on the list. That was what I gathered. They're here just to make sure that everything runs smoothly. They're not even part of the party agents that are even supposed to be at these polling stations. They are gathered around, a bit far away from where the actual action is happening. So I'm pretty sure as the day goes by, we get to hear more of these.
James mentioned that he had seen the MC of the area, and Irabna had also come to the DVLA polling station for inspections. Have you spotted any of the key political figures in the country, any of the national executives of any of the parties within the constituency?
I met the mayor earlier at the Church of Pentecost, Odoko North. He was there to inspect, and with that conversation, we had a live conversation there, and he said that he's been to inspect roughly about 4. Initially, I thought he was also there to vote, but he says no. I mean, he's there to make sure that his candidate, that is the NDC, Marabna Obin, takes away the ultimate. That is why he is moving around to make sure everything is intact and all that.
Now, generally, if you look at the constituency, would you say things are normal in the constituency and this rerun is not really affecting the flow of life, work, and activities within the space?
It doesn't look so. It looks like everybody is still moving about their business because, most of these polling stations are closer to the main road. We still see vehicular traffic. People are still moving to their workplaces. Some people are still coming in to still vote. But I'm pretty sure one thing, speaking to the polling agency, is that they are sure that some of the voters are likely to come in the afternoon because today is a Friday. It's not a holiday, it's a working day. So people are likely to come around later during the day.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline and James, for this update. I will be coming to you later for more from the Ablekuma North constituency. This is your election center, Joy 99.7 FM. We have the men on the ground and the women as well. 10,000 men, 20,000 women with body cameras.
Yeah, and if we're just going by the projection that the Electoral Commission made, and together with other polling agents, that 64% threshold arguably might be the figures that we'll be working with of some 4,393 people. It may be a bit plus or minus, but obviously it should be hovering around the 4,000 range because we're just in, say, the first 2 hours of the process. We have about roughly 8 more hours to go. So if you're splitting that along the 10% mark, that would mean that obviously we should be hitting 60% by close of polling time later in the evening. But beyond that as well, if you're looking at turnout appears to be the lowest since let's say 2008, right? Because in 2008 it was ranging somewhere around 66%. Now we're doing 62%, and the projection is now that we may be ranging around 64%. So if you're going by that trend, then it does appear that quite a number of people might not show up as compared to other years. For instance, in 2012, when the stakes were high, just before, of course, Nana Efree came into office in 2016 during the 2016 elections. So that's the dynamic playing out there within the constituency. But I take a look at some of the polling stations. The ones with the highest numbers are mostly the ones that you'd find around churches.
Okay, let's go through
I don't know if you paid attention.
Let's go through the polling stations, all of them, before we bring Evans Mensah.
So let me go with the highest ones first, right? We can do, for instance, the Roman Catholic Church within the area. It has 538, right? Then you come to the Pentecost Church that I was referring to earlier. There is
the Lord's Pentecost Church.
Indeed, that's 400 and
wait. The Lord's Pentecost Church is 563, and the Pentecost Church itself 635.
Yes. Then you have Pentecost Church 2, which has 412, right? And then you have the Methodist Church also there, ranging around 464.
Okay, let's go one by one.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
So the first polling station is the God First International. It's 428 voters. Pentecost Church is 635. DVL, where James just reported from, is 619, and he says so far a little over 40 people have voted. The Siedu Jedu Memorial is 418, and then there is Living Spring Nursery, which is 428. Another Pentecost church comes up, Lord's Pentecostal Church,
which has the 563.
563. Pentecostal Church may not necessarily be Pentecost Church. And then there is the Presby Church, which has 112 voters. The Church of Pentecost 1 has 67 voters. Church of Pentecost 2 has 137. The Methodist Church has 464. Jacqueline just gave us an update from that place. 32 people have voted so far. John the Baptist Catholic has 341. And then there is Radiant Way Preparatory School 275. The Atiko School Complex 645. South Odoko 4 and 5 57. So this is the lowest when it comes to the number of voters. This is the smallest polling station with 57. And then there is Pentecost Church again 412. Light of Gospel Miracle 188. MTTD Odoko 113. Roman Catholic Church 538. and Bethel Baptist Church 429.
So you get the point I'm making. That if you're in and around the churches, this is where you should be targeting.
Yeah.
But of course, it's also a church, so which means that the exercise has to be smooth. You don't have to go there and do anything, else the Holy Spirit will discipline you.
This is your election headquarters. More updates from Ablekuma North coming up. Who replaces? Who wins? Because you can't say who replaces Sheila Bartels?
Well, it's fair enough.
Who replaces Sheila in Parliament? Now, let me tell you about Anglo Gold Ashanti. They wish to caution the general public against engaging in investment schemes being promoted on social media and allegedly being offered by Anglo Gold Ashanti Ghana, including the TikTok account promoting an Anglo Gold Ashanti investment scheme. Anglo Gold Ashanti Ghana does not operate and has not authorized any person to offer any investment scheme on TikTok or any social media platform. Stay alert, protect yourself from fraud, and report suspicious activity to the nearest police station. For verified information, visit anglogoldashanti.com or call 055-658-2933, 03222-96755.
Okay, we'll be getting back to the national picture and why Ablekuma North does matter, but welcome to Seamless Banking with Prudential Bank mobile app. Perform instant transactions, link mobile money wallets, scan your GHQR Pay today, manage your cards and also transfer money between banks and do so much more with the Prudential mobile banking app. Now, no more banking hours. Experience simple, secure and convenient banking wherever you are. It's happening 24/7. So all you have to do is to download the app now from the Apple's store. You can do that on the Google Play Store as well as the Huawei App Gallery. Visit Prudential Bank website or social media platforms for more details on that. Prudential Bank, truly dependable.
055-1111-997 if you are in Ablekuma North. Let's hear from you. Are you voting today? If you are not voting, why are you not voting? If you voted, share your experiences with us. How was the process for you? 055-1111-997 hashtag Joy SMS. Shortly, we'll be talking to Evans Mensah. I'll be bringing you more updates on this particular rerun. It's all happening here on the Super Morning Show.
Aftermath of the 7th November election, the processes to complete the collation in 12 constituencies have created fear, not only in our staff, but voters in general. We trust that the police and the National Election Security Task Force will provide the needed security before, during and after the process so we can vote and work in peace. On our part, as the electoral management body, we are desirous of bringing the election in the Ablekuma North constituency to a conclusion and to ensure that the constituents have a representative in Parliament.
Looking for a university that sets you apart? Academic City University offers world-class undergraduate programs in engineering, business, informatics, and communication arts. And that's not all. We now offer master's degrees in data science and cybersecurity designed to meet today's global tech demands. Learn with purpose and lead with impact on a modern campus with hands-on learning and international faculty. With over 15 student ventures created and graduates placed in top roles both in Ghana and abroad, Academic City University is where future leaders are made. Call now on 054-824-3844. That's 054-824-3844. Academic City University, educating future-ready leaders.
Habibi, come to Dubai.
Imagine standing at the top of the Burj Khalifa, cruising the Dubai Marina at sunset, or dancing in the desert under the stars with music from DJ Loft and your favorite hype MC, Kojo Manuel. From 7th to 13th July 2025, Adansi Travels brings Dubai to you with Dubai Week, a full immersive Dubai experience at the Adansi Travels house in East Legon. Take a free virtual reality tour of Dubai, snap photos at our 360 Skyline booth, enjoy exclusive discounts when you book your August Dubai trip. Whether it's your honeymoon, family vacation, or a much-needed break, this August, Dubai is calling! Let Adansi take you there. Visit any Adansi Travels office, Nesta Square Airport, Tema Community 1, Kumasi, Takwa, or Takrady to book your August Dubai package now. Dubai Week at Adansi. See more, feel more.
Hello,
Ghana. It's a new year and Bills Microcredit is here to support your dreams. If you're not working but want to start a business, don't let money stop you. With just your Ghana card, you can get a loan to turn your ideas into reality. Already running a business? Need more capital? Or are you a salary worker looking for extra funds? Bills offers fast and easy loans with no collateral, no deposit, and no SUSI savings required. Wherever you are, whatever you need, Bills makes it happen. Call Bills Microcredit today. Call 0596 920 833 or 0302 200 390 and get started. Bills is licensed and regulated by the Bank of Ghana. Bills, financing your needs. Terms and conditions apply.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kale Charcoal toothpaste. This gives me confidence all day.
Anytime you meet Amma, don't be surprised I smile showing my beautiful white teeth because I don't have cavity thanks to Kale Charcoal toothpaste for its natural charcoal properties. In fact, we are like twins. I can't go without my Kale Charcoal toothpaste.
That be why I dey use Kale Charcoal toothpaste morning and night when I dey go bed safe. It dey make my teeth white when it dey comot every scent from my mouth inside. My confidence level they go up, so I dey show my 32 teeth all.
Introducing the Kale Charcoal toothpaste, formulated with activated bamboo charcoal powder, ensures whiter teeth and removes bad breath. The strong natural property of the activated bamboo charcoal removes bacteria, absorbs surface stains on our teeth caused by coffee, wines, and tobacco. Welcome, Kale Charcoal toothpaste. Kale Charcoal toothpaste, Sankofa Yenchi.
Kale, happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
Are you 16 to 27 years old? Employers aren't just after degrees anymore. Stay relevant. Apply to DTI, Ghana's top TVET institution. We offer cutting-edge programs like precision welding and fabrication, design innovation and entrepreneurship, with hands-on training to prepare you for real-world challenges. Join us and succeed in industries like manufacturing, construction, and technology. At DTI, you'll learn by doing in a supportive environment. Be inspired by success stories of TVET graduates thriving in diverse fields. Visit dtiafrica.com or call 054 169 3534. Pick up admissions forms at our campus in Mimpasem, East Legon. DTI, wired for jobs.
Music from Asha. Jailer performed live in Paris. A very good morning to you, Mr. Samuel Osei, from your wife, Isinam Osei. The message she sent to wish you a happy 10th anniversary, Me, I won't read that message, but I want to wish you a happy 10th anniversary. Because if I read that message, you will buy her a new car. And I don't want her to drive a new car. So happy 10th anniversary to you, Samuel Osei. Happy birthday to you as well. May God bless you. You're a great guy. And we all thank God for your life and all he's done with your life and all he will continue to do with you. Happy birthday and 10th anniversary to you, Sammy Osei. We have Mr. Evans Mensah. There are some people you have to add Mr. to their names. And yes, I'm just more absent. Evans, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Mr. Kojo Akoto Farmer.
I knew you'd do this. How are you this morning?
I'm doing well. You?
I'm doing well as well. Thank you so much. So this morning we want to understand the Ablekuma North constituency, how we got here, the history of the constituency, and the chances of the two candidates in this rerun. But before we do that, there's a good message from MTN for all of us. They have the M-Care from MTN and Med Pharma. If you are thinking of getting through convenience, this is it. If you are sick, it's no fun. Waiting in long queues is also not exciting. But with M-Care, all these disappear. With the silver and gold packages, you get to choose between 10 Ghana cedis or 161 Ghana cedis per month. Enjoy access to a doctor anytime, anywhere, and an efficient e-pharmacy with medication delivered to your doorstep. And guess what? It comes with life insurance cover for hospitalization and death, health insurance depending on your package, and it's convenient. So download the Med Pharma app today to sign up to the silver or gold package and enjoy a hassle-free experience when it comes to your healthcare.
If you're listening to us this morning, there's probably an opportunity for you to study in the UK. Don't miss the opportunity now. It's the UK University's Open Day happening Friday, July 11 at the British Council in Accra. It's happening from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come and meet leading UK universities, get expert advice on admission, tuition, scholarships like the Chevening and the Great Scholarship. You would also learn a bit more about how you can get more information on your IELTS test, and that can actually open doors to world-class education. So limited spots are available. You can register. It's British Council Open Day. Then you'd be getting much more information there. So it's bit.ly British Council Open Day, and then you'd be getting much more information there. You can also call 0302 61 0090. So it's 0302 261 0090. Again, Friday, July 11 at the British Council. Your journey to UK starts now.
Evans Spencer will be giving us all the updates and all the details and all the perspectives on the Ablekuma North rerun here on the Super Morning Show. But before we start engaging him, let me give you some good news from Optima Solar Systems. If you need solar for your homes, if you need solar power CCTVs, anything solar water pumps, lithium battery systems, solar water heaters, talk to Optima Solar Systems today. If you need it for your home, your farm, your business, you need flexible payment plans, there's a lot that Optima is offering you with their comprehensive solar insurance also coming up as well. So call them 0303 960134 0505 023472. Go to optimasolasystems.com. If you need solar, trust me, Optima should be your go-to place. Follow them on Instagram and Facebook at Optima Solar to see their various packages. Optima Solar GH and Optima Solar Systems. The future is bright. The future is solar.
Yeah, and just maybe you're looking for a little more in life without spending more. I get it. Every city counts. That's why I want to share something really exciting, and that's making the difference for a lot of people. The ABSA Abapa account is designed for people like us, those who work hard and deserve more for less. So here's what you get with the ABSA Abapa account: a free GH link card, access to loans of our 50,000 Ghana cedis when you need help. Then it's coming with high interest focused on savings as well. Free SMS alerts to track every pesewa that is spent. Seamless mobile banking and online banking as well. So no need to join all these long queues that you find in other places. You would have a great time with the Absa Abapa account. And here's the best part: it's simple to open. So if you're looking for more value, more peace of mind, and more control over your money, then Absa Abapa account is just the right one for you. Open your account today and get more information. Terms and conditions to apply. Your story actually matters to Absa.
It's your election headquarters, Joy 99.7 FM, Ablekuma North rerun. Evans Mensah is here with all the details, all the history, all the nuances, and all the expectations. Good morning once again, Evans. How did we get here?
Well, I mean, 2024, right? It was one of those election years. It was a tsunami year, but it was a year that we saw a strategy that the NDC had adopted across the country, very effective. In fact, when you talk to the MPP guys, they seem to have been caught unawares by surprise by the NDC strategy across the country. They were very aggressive, and that aggression obviously had an impact on several areas across the country. One of the areas, obviously, is Ablekuma North. Now, this really is an area, as all of you have said already this whole morning, it's a stronghold of the MPP. Stronghold. I mean, in my there are strongholds and there are super strongholds. One of those is Ablekuma North. The super stronghold is a place where NDC will not dare imagine that they can get a 40% of the votes in that particular constituency, because historically the MPP will get twice as much percentage as the NDC would. And so this is an area you can go to bed, sleep, wake up, and you know that the MPP is winning. But as we know, 2024 was and tsunami years. It's no respecter of strongholds at all. Even if it's a super stronghold,
Your election headquarters. I'm talking to Evans Mensah this morning. Apologies for the break there. I'm going back to Evans to continue the conversation. So, Evans, we were talking about the super stronghold, the tsunami, and how last year's election was an unusual election. The numbers were different. Now, Irabna Nanekria went into the polls. There was a very slim margin back then with the numbers that were communicated. Now, we're having a rerun in 19 polling stations. What should the expectations be?
You can hear me right now?
Yes, it's perfect now. You can go ahead.
Fantastic. So I mean, basically, that really set the stage for what we are seeing. And if you listen to the MPP, and they claim to have their carbon copies. On my show recently, the deputy director of elections for the NDC actually concedes that they did not have their pink sheet. So that we have it on record. They didn't have their pink sheet, but they put it down to the chaos that ensued, and so some of their pink sheets were missing. So the NPP claimed the pink sheets were used. The deputy director actually admits that they actually accept part of the MPP's carbon copied pink sheets, because those you can't forge. What they had objected to was the use of their scanned copies. The scanned copies became the controversial bit, which really led us to where we are right now. If you listen to the MPP guys, having tabulated their results, they claim that the difference between their candidate and that of the NDC was just over 400 votes. For an Ablekuma North, which is a super stronghold, 400 votes is a very, very close gap. Closing it from what? Where we have almost a 30% difference in the last elections between Ashila Battles and the other candidate of the NDC. That tells you that this is on a knife edge. Is the reason why you see the NDC throwing in everything, because they believe it's possible to cross that line, because we have 400 votes plus. This is something that you can overturn. So those are the dynamics, and that's where we are this morning. And you could see that everybody else is there campaigning. But the thing that I have always asked myself and wondered, for 19 polling stations, the sort of firepower that the NDC had deployed in the constituency, you wonder, but really, what is there to gain? Why are they taking this so seriously? The NDC, I mean, for constituencies that you've never won, right? I mean, there have been even in by-elections where the NDC decides not to participate because they know the outcomes will obviously favor the MPP because this is a stronghold. You can only dream of coming close. But there's a reason. Historically, we've never had a party with a super majority in parliament, as in the 2/3 majority. If you have a 2/3 majority in parliament, obviously the only thing you can do is to change a man to a woman or Kojo into an Akosia. I mean, you can't do it. You know, but you can do everything else. You can amend the constitution if it's not entrenched. You can impeach the president. The power will be so enormous that it's as if the minority political party does not exist. If you can marshal all your 2/3 into the house, that the NDC is on the brink of that, and they know it, and that is why this is that keenly contested. Although they know this is a stronghold, and obviously the MPP has shot itself in the foot quite significantly because remember, until 24 hours ago, everybody assumed, not even assumed, we were setting that the MPP were not going to be in the race, that they even boycotted it. And then a woman says she's going to contest. That does four things to weaken the MPP's case in this election. One, the process towards the rerun did not, it's not something that is starting this morning. It started with the printing of the ballots. And when the letters were written to the parties on Monday evening, the MPP told us that they boycotted it, and so they were not there to even monitor the printing process. So they didn't have agents there. NDC did. And it was a right of theirs to be there to monitor the printing process, to ensure, to be satisfied that the integrity of the process is guaranteed at that stage. So they didn't monitor. I doubt if they even attach their seal to the ballot box. And there's a reason why that is important. So we have a disadvantage. The second thing is, in a place where it's your stronghold, MPP's biggest challenge in the 2024 elections was that there was apathy. Their base that regularly shows up to vote for them not show up. They know the thing they need to do in 2028 is to whip up the enthusiasm among your rank and file their core voters to get them to vote. Apathy was a general killer for the MPP in 2024. Unity is a problem. 6 months on in that it's your stronghold that you potentially win, you send us signals categorically saying you're not going to participate. So up until 24 hours ago, their core base have said, well, listen, there's no need to go because we've been told by the General Secretary and others that we are not contesting. So they've already, a lot of them have given up on the race. Then the woman shows up yesterday to say, I'm contesting. So already you are facing an apathetic base. You're giving them a signal you're not participating. You're going to struggle to get them to go and vote today. Because you've let the NDC campaign for days without you going in there. That for me is a second disadvantage to go into this race with. Right?
But with this second disadvantage, Evans, the interventions by Kenny Japong, Brian Echampong, Baumia, and some of the key figures in the MPP in the constituency, would it make any difference, or it's way too late?
I think it's too late potentially. I mean, in politics there are no absolutes, but in the current climate, with what I'm talking about, with the unique challenge that they have, and even if they had said from the onset they were going to participate, they still needed to do an extra work more than the NDC to get their people to go and vote. Remember, for the NDC's base in that constituency, the base that had gotten them so close, if you go by the MPP's own numbers of just 400 now, for tallies in the past of thousands of difference, that base is already galvanized. That base I've seen the 6 months where the city is performing miracles. That base I've seen the last 6 months where the economy obviously is performing well and putting money in people's pockets. The only disadvantage that you say, of course, that they may not have already secured, and so maybe a slight few of them will be disgruntled. But that's that base. That even though that group know that the appointments are a sacrifice for the party, that down the line they can use Ablekuma North as the last example of their sacrifice and commitment to the party. So the NDC doesn't need to do as much to get their people there. And that is why the work that Bawumia and the Japan have done is coming in too late. You see, a big problem also is this, Kojo. We still have not had the party reverse the decision not to contest. They held the major press conference and announced it behind the general secretary of the MPP when this was announced. When this was unilaterally reversed by the candidate yesterday, you would expect that quickly and make a decision, hold another big press conference and decide that, listen, everybody go out there and campaign. The party at that national level have not communicated clearly what the party, its decision is at the very top. Yes, we have seen Bawumia contribute. That obviously tells you the party is there. Individuals are there, but at the national level, the guys who took the decision, Kojo, as of Wednesday evening, as of 10:30, I had to just say anticipating.
So Evans, if Nane Kwe wins this particular rerun, what would it mean when it comes to the image and the power and the strategic leadership of the NPP at the national office, especially the image of the General Secretary, Justin Kodia?
It's a big dent. I mean, Kojo, it's a massive dent. And I wonder how he's feeling and taking all this. Not only him, the rest of the executives. Because when the woman took the unilateral decision yesterday, and it made sense, really, for her to go. Because really, what's there to lose? If you stay out of the contest, and already you shot yourself in the foot, you can never know what the outcome is until you are there till the end. But what has happened now is the leadership have been boxed into a corner. The rest of the party, clearly from yesterday, are doing what they believe is right, in clear defiance of Kodia Fempon, Nanabi, and the rest, the decision that they took and communicated. And it begs the question, when that decision was taken, how broadly did they consult the entire party hierarchy? Did Bawumia, for example, back the decision not to contest? We need to ask that question. Did Kennedy Japan back the decision? Did Brian Champon back the decision? Or are they three that I've mentioned who have gone to donate and campaign there? Are they being opportunistic? Because now they've seen that a woman says they're going to go, and for their own presidential ambitions, have decided to go and support her to show that they back her case. I mean, it shows a party in disarray. And of course, it puts the leadership in a very difficult corner. But here's another big challenge they have now. In constituencies like Ablekuma North, what so-called floating voters who may not have decided just yet are looking for signals to make up their minds. Kojo, do you believe that if you are in that bracket of voters who are yet to make a decision, you will vote for a party that appears divided and uncertain about its strategy in an election that they believe they must win? For that kind of floating voter, this is a signal of a party that doesn't know what it's about, and it is more likely to convince them not to vote for them than to vote for them. So however you look at this, it's not good for the image of the new patriotic party that they've allowed this to fester the way it has. I mean, I wonder, is Kodia Fempon, for example, there in the constituency? I mean, how can a party go into an election? The general secretary is not there campaigning. The national chairman, at least we haven't seen them because their position is that we're boycotting. You have the candidate almost left alone to campaign with the help of individuals in the party who are donating money to her, etc. Where is the entire party machinery? It's fascinating.
So in this case, for example, should there be another dispute after this rerun? The assumption is that Nanekria is likely going to be on her own because the party said they were not going to run. She's running. Key figures are supporting her. So if there is any issue, she would have to deal with it on her own. Does this situation also give a lot of credence to those saying, look, before the NPP goes to select a new flag bearer, they should select a new set of national executives, clean their house before they select a new flag bearer?
Hello, Kojo.
Yes, Evans, I can hear you.
Yeah. I mean, you're making a general point about the decision to do top bottom in terms of the presidential primary down to the...
Yes. Now, there are some people who are saying that the national executives seem indecisive and they should be changed before they select a flag bearer to lead the party. These things we are seeing, does it actually vindicate those making those points and pushing for that?
I mean, for those who do not like the current executives, of course, they'll find reasons. But of course, this does not help their cause at all. I actually think that the decision they took to hold the presidential primaries first before they do anything else is a smart strategic move. You can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different outcome. You will be mad. And so they have to do something. You cannot lose with the margins they lost in 2024 and still run the party as business as usual. You must change something. You must change something drastically. Whether it works or doesn't, you'll find out at the end. But they have to change something, and they changed it. So for me, it isn't a bad move. It actually, there's a lot of positives and advantages to it. Of course, there are disadvantages too. But I think that the advantages of doing this first, elect a presidential candidate first, far outweighs that of the disadvantages. And back to the subject of Ablekuma North, actually, there is the possibility still that their candidate, the MPP candidate, can still win elections. I mean, if you listen to her yesterday, she actually believes she can still win it. And why wouldn't she? Because this is a stronghold of theirs. So that possibility is there. And so you ask the question of the MPP. So you say you boycotted the party, at least the national executive said they have. So what if you win? What if they tally the thing and you won elections? They would obviously legally go to parliament. So why then don't you participate and await the outcome of the substantive matter in court? So that possibility is there, that this candidate can win, however slim, right? But they are now going into a contest. The last time it was held, the MPP was the party in power. 6 months on, the NDC is the party in power. Voters are smart. They want their roads done. They want the water supplied. They want government investment into the constituency.
They want schools.
Why would you give it to an opposition? They want schools. Exactly. Why would you give it to an opposition party? I mean, if you live there, your calculations have to come into play. We are rational beings as voters. You know that if you vote for Irabana Auburn, she possibly may get a deputy ministerial position or something that can put her in a position where she can mobilize resources to bring social investment. So that is another dynamic that the MPP is having to contend with right now. And also looking at the dynamics in parliament. But for me, in the interest of democracy, that is why this 19 polling stations is key, where one political party in parliament will get an absolute super majority, 2/3. It's never happened. There's a reason why the framers of the constitution put that bar that high, because they know it's nearly impossible for one party to have that. So that if one party gets that, it's a rubber stamp. We've used that phrase in the past, but this is going to be a proper rubber stamp parliament that can do anything they want. And typically, you don't want a democracy to have one party this dominant, right? But we are facing the reality, the prospect that at the end of the day, we're going to have that for the first time in parliament, and therefore it's Republican constitution.
Evans, let's look at the voting process. As at 8, when we spoke to James and Jacqueline, the numbers were very low, the voter turnout. In one polling station with 464 registered voters, that's the Methodist polling station, only 32 people had voted. At the DVLA polling station with about 600 and a little over 600, only 42 people had voted. Is this trend to be expected? Were you expecting a low turnout because it's a rerun in 19 polling stations, or you were rather expecting a high turnout because of how Ablekuma had been in the news for the past 6-7 months and how heated the whole conversation about that constituency had been?
Yeah, I if you can hear me, I expected the turnout to be low, it to be in the 60s. Obviously, because it supports the trend we've seen from 2024, the main elections itself, but also what you tend to see when we're about to change a government. It's happened in the past. So I expected that turnout to be so, but also broadly because of fatigue. I am fatigued. I have election fatigue. I mean, I don't know if Kojo and Blessed, I don't know if you've recovered fully.
Charlie, we've not, and we don't want any by-election or any election-related stuff till 2051.
There you go. Maybe Blessed has recovered. I mean,
Blessed, have you? Recovered?
You can't. I mean, you'd always want to get some rest when it comes to elections.
You know, so that fatigue alone will get people to say, "I'm just going to go to work." And I'm not really going to, but I've voted already. I mean, I've queued the last time to vote. I mean, I don't want to do it again. That is why I'm not surprised that it's going to be pretty slow. It is a Friday, so maybe at the end of the day, people can come in late. So we're probably going to see the queues form around 2-3 there when people are closing early on a Friday to come and vote. But I won't be surprised at all that this turns out to be, you have a low voter turnout in those 19 polling stations because of what we just talked about.
What should listeners expect from the election headquarters throughout the day?
Definitely what you've already been served with since 6 a.m. From there across our various offerings. All the shows are going to be heavy on Ablekuma North. It's 19 polling stations, but as I explained, there is a lot riding on this 19. They can change our democratic architecture quite significantly, and that is why this is important. And so we are devoting a lot of resources to this. On the morning show, it's 9:14 right now. We've been talking about that all the time, all throughout the period. Once you're done with this, you obviously move to our channel, our TV channels, where we're going to be very heavy on that. We have 5 dedicated reporters on the ground working closely with our sister station at Dome, bringing you everything that is happening in the constituency, so you don't miss a thing. All of them equipped to go live on television. But you want to really join us throughout the day, but stay with us at 5. We have a special show, a special results show that will run from when the polls close to when the final results are declared in the constituency. And we're going to have panelists join us. They're going to have Musa Dankwa, who has done a poll and predicted that the NDC is going to win. So he's going to be in the studio to see if indeed his polling predictions come to pass. That's with the Global Info Analytics. You're also going to have the senior political science lecturer, political science department, University of Ghana, join us, Professor Sasante. We have the NDC's Deputy Director of Elections himself on the ground, but he's going to be in the studio with us. And then you have the NDC's, MPP's Deputy General Secretary also joining us. And then, of course, from the constituency itself, the Electoral Commission will also be with us and giving all the analysis. We're going to be activating our smart wall again, the smart wall that everybody's familiar with in the elections of 2024 that we use. We're going to be activating that tonight. So we're going to be all over this. And we're doing this obviously because of the implications of this outcome, right? And that is why this is important. It's not a by-election, it's a rerun, yes, but it has significant implications for our democratic outcomes. And that is why this is important. So you want to stay with us on the election headquarters. And I noticed, Kojo, just to put your legs, that you said election center.
I meant election headquarters. Yes.
I know.
Election headquarters. Yes, and it has your head leading the headquarters.
So yeah.
But Evans, a final one really. We are talking about Irabna, Obin, and Nanekria. Who really are they? What can you tell us about them? They are the people going to make or break it in Parliament. If Irabna wins, the NDC is going to get that majority, super controlling majority they need. If Nanekria wins, she's going back to Parliament. Who are they? For people who don't know them.
I mean, I like the story of Ablekuma North for one reason. There are two women slagging it out. Whatever the outcome tonight, we're going to have one more woman in Parliament. And for me, that is the pleasing thing about this whole elections, because we need more women in Parliament. And for me, that's why I like this. And you can see the strength of both. Irabna Obing is obviously one, very astute. If you listen to the NDC team that have been running the elections, they tell you about how she's grown into this role over the period. And you see that the fortitude that she's shown, even during the elections of 2024, when it became very contentious, she stood very firm. And that, for me, shows somebody who understands the stakes, you know, in Ablekuma North. And for me, it's one of the things that the NDC itself seemed to appreciate that quite strongly. If you look at her role in elections, right? She has already said that she won this. And again, her credentials come to play quite strongly, right? If you look at the force with which she stood, you could say that, yeah, I mean, the violence there could be traced to her and etc., because the NDC were even accused of doing this. But she was fighting for what she believed in, what she's invested in, what she has obviously nursed to be a parliamentary candidate. It's not something that you do in election year. You must have nursed it for a while. And she threw a lot into this until the party put her up. She's known to be an assertive advocate for electoral fairness over the period. Strong proponent of community development and party visibility. And the party appreciates that. As for the NPP's candidate in the constituency, of course, she's been the candidate there, the MP there, and her work is known. She's also a very strong character. For her to take, yesterday I was listening to her when she came on our show for that exclusive interview, and the decision she took to defy the party when the party had said that she shouldn't run again, and in other words, the party should boycott, shows you her own fortitude in this. So these are not two ladies you mess with at all, especially the MPP's candidate there. Why? Because the entire party force says we're boycotting, but she says I am going to contest because I've sacrificed a lot, and she has.
Yeah,
she's putting a lot. If you listen to OPK made a post about and that she's a widow and she sacrificed quite a bit into this, and that is a reason why it's quite strange that the party is letting her stand alone and do this. That is again, for me, another testament that our women really have as much as what it takes as our men to stand on their own, in their own right, and fight for electoral outcomes that they believe in. And because, you know, and I know, Kojo, you also believe in the cause of women. We've always said that they are disadvantaged, they are not as strong, and that when it comes to elections, you want to put a man there. But I think in this case of Ablekuma North, they're actually shown that narrative is not true in all cases.
And Irabna and Nanekria are going to add on to the women in our parliament to lead the charge to grow the base of women in parliament to help us build the nation better. Evans, you've been fantastic this morning. Thank you so much. I can't wait to catch you on the special wall this evening at 5 p.m. with all the other guests to bring us the results and the analysis. Get some rest. We'll catch up with you later here on your election headquarters. That was Evans Mensah, the actual headmaster bringing us the updates, bringing us the analysis, all on Ablekuma North. We'll go for a quick break. We'll return some more music. We have some other conversations to bring to you. We have your messages and more updates also from Ablekuma North here on the Super Morning Show and your elections headquarters. Stay with us.
Say donut, 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 donut. Hey, donut, 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 donut. Donut, donut. Then come cotton donut. Donut, donut. Malaria syrup donut. Everybody follow nut sa malaria. A 3D till nut now. Won't malaria chill. Won't popo. What mean the day? I want the donut. A tobacco. Donut. A damian no. Donut. A damian sa. Donut. No. Donut scatter malaria. Lonat, it scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yen shishemu hu se malaria wa wumujum ansana wanum Lonat. Na nam yen search na malaria no daso wo hwa ko hu dokota.
This advert is FDA approved.
Building or renovating? Look no further. At Interface Limited, we have everything you need to create stunning spaces.
Transform your interiors with our top quality plasterboards, acoustic ceilings, and cement boards.
Step into style with our exquisite laminate and engineered floors. And for your data centers, durable raised access floors.
Elevate your outdoor spaces with our WPC decking and fencing.
Protect your home with our beautiful and reliable roof shingles, insulation, canopies, and PVC fascia boards.
Add a touch of elegance with our beautiful POP cornices and roses.
Quality, affordability, and style all in one place. Building a better Ghana, one space at a time. Visit www.interfacelimited.net or call 0274 999 999. Welcome to Spintex Plaza, where living and working blend seamlessly.
Spintex Plaza, the place to be. Furnished apartments feel so free.
Imagine coming home to a luxurious furnished apartment with everything you need.
Rooftop pool, swim under the sky. Rooftop bar where the good times fly. Rooftop gym, get fit and strong. Spintex Plaza, you can't go wrong.
Spintex Plaza, your home, your work, your lifestyle. Come see us today or call us on 0241 327 363. www.spintexplaza.net.
Electroland City are picky, meaning another gargantuan price drop on top of all our existing discounts on Samsung, TCL, Media, and Nasco Electronics. This not double promotion against the dollar. Sosket! The minute the city appreciates with even a single digit, we continue to reduce prices. If the dollar drops today, we will reduce again today. Rush to our showrooms and authorized resellers across Ghana and pick your picky appliances now. Call 050-315-9739 for further information. Electroland, home of luxury and affordable appliances.
DTI Jobs and Opportunities Fair 2025.
I'm going to find a job.
I'm looking for internship opportunities. I'm looking for well-trained graduates for my business.
The Design and Technology Institute DTI Jobs and Opportunities Fair is a bold step towards bringing trained job seekers and industry together. Come and connect with well-trained youth and explore the job opportunities available in various industries. Be part of our internship matchmaking, skills exhibitions, and career treasure hunts at the DTI Jobs and Opportunities Fair 2025 on Friday 18th and Saturday 19th July at the City Conference Center on Legon campus. This event is brought to you by the MasterCard Foundation in partnership with DTI. Media partners include Multimedia Group and City FM. Call 053-651-9313 to register. DTI, wired for opportunities.
Junior, your school bus will soon get here. Hurry up.
Mommy, my head is aching me and I'm feeling cold. Honey, Junior's temperature is too high and he feels feverish.
Oh, baby. So you didn't give him the Encamol paracetamol syrup that I gave you the last time?
Oh, no, I forgot.
Okay, you know what? It's not too late. Just give him Encamol and he'll be fine in no time. Enkamo paracetamol syrup, a strawberry-flavored paracetamol syrup, and is specially made for children aged 3 months to 12 years. It helps manage pain like headaches, teething pain, and fever. And guess what? Because of the strawberry flavor, the kids enjoy taking it.
I can tell from the way he's licking his lips. And look at how he's jumping around. Hurry up and go to school, Junior.
Yes, now you can get Enkamo paracetamol syrup in all pharmacy shops. For bulk purchase, go to NK Pharma head office, Ablekuma, or call 050-658-8315. This advert is FDA approved.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7 FM.
Cause you wanna be starting something. Cause you wanna be starting something. Cause you wanna be starting something. You wanna be starting. Charlie Michael Joseph Jackson. Michael Jackson. Charlie. What a guy. Wanna be starting something. It's 9:28. You are still live on the Super Morning Show. Today is a big day. Ablekuma North rerun. We have our boots on the ground and more updates coming up here on the show on 99.7 FM Joy FM. Now, if you want to drive an electric car, right, or if you want to join that movement, Drive EVGH is bringing that movement to you. It's all electric, all style, zero fuel, zero noise. Cut your transport cost by up to 70%. No more oil changes, engine repairs, or long queues at gas stations. Drive now, pay later, no deposit, no excuses. And this is all thanks to the amazing bank partners. You get instant approval, great interest rates, and super flexible terms. So if you want that luxury electric vehicle, it's yours today. Talk to Drive EVGH today. And when it's time to recharge, they've got you covered with X-Charge EV. They are blazing fast smart charging network, fully self-serve, app-enabled, and growing fast across Ghana. So whether you're a smart driver, a forward-thinking business, or someone chasing sustainability goals and SDG success, this is your moment. So are you ready to ride the revolution? Drive EVGH is Ghana's #1 electric car company, and you can visit their showroom at Bema Hill off Mahama Road. You can call 059-651-3056 or 059-979-9191. Drive EVGH, drive into a sustainable future. Charlie Obeti, I've been there, and I've seen their cars. I've test driven some of their cars. Charlie, some of you are driving Conco. Talk to Drive EV today. And Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited is your #1 supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices. They have kingdomstoreonline.com for you to make your shopping easy, hassle-free. They arrange delivery to your homes and offices within a reasonable time, and they offer free delivery within Accra and Tema, and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions, however, apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability is their hallmark. And the APSA UPSA Law School Quarterly Banking Roundtable Series is back with a bang. If they are going to speak to complex issues, the issues of monetary policy, legal tender, the stability of the city, the governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Esiama, will address nagging questions surrounding the recent performances of the local currency and the issue of the general preference for CD in commercial dealings in Ghana. And this is backed by prominent discussants from APSA Bank and Deloitte Ghana, and the event promises to be educative, engaging on the issues of banking, monetary policy, and regulatory leadership. It's happening on Thursday, 17 July 2025. Time is 3 p.m. Venue is the UPSA Auditorium, the West Wing, and this event is open to the general public. This is still the Super Morning Show. Big day, Ablekuma North. But before we give you more updates from Ablekuma North, we have a special conversation about the Quantum conference coming up, the AIMS Ghana conference coming up here in Ghana, and the president of AIMS Ghana, the center president of AIMS Ghana and director of Quantum Leap Africa, is joining us this morning to give us some more details about this global event that we are hosting in Ghana. Stay with us, there's more coming up.
And you're still live here on the Super Morning Show, bringing us to 32 after 9 here on the show. Kojo was just telling you earlier about how excited we all are about the AIMS Ghana Quantum Science and Technology public lecture. Guess who's joining us in studio? Dr. Prince Kojo, the Center President for AIMS Ghana and also Director for Quantum Leap Africa. Prof, Doc, how nice to see you. I was just moving a notch higher, but anyway, you'd get there eventually. It's good to have you. Let's talk about the AIMS Quantum Science and Technology Education Global Event. When is it happening, and what's going to be happening in these exciting days?
Thank you very much. I'm very pleased to be here. So this week we've been running the Quantum Education event. And today we have a public lecture at the University of Ghana City Conference Center. And the whole event has been on quantum science and technology. This year is 100 years since the discovery of quantum theory. Mm-hmm. And the UN has declared this year as the International Year of Quantum Science and Technology. Right. And AIMS is organizing these events as part of the celebration.
When you say quantum science, very often the belief is it's more fiction than reality. Is that the case?
No, I mean, quantum science, quantum is just, is very simple. It's just a smaller discrete unit of any physical property, be it matter or energy. And quantum physics is actually what has led to the discovery of semiconductors and computers and everything, which and these technologies have impacted our world. But what is remarkable is that today we are potentially able to leverage properties of these subatomic particles to build technologies that are far more impactful. And they will impact areas like communication, imaging and sensing, and we are potentially able to build computers that are far more powerful than the computers
it's the reason why I was asking the question, the everyday life, how you apply that. How can people connect or relate to quantum science of impacting our everyday life?
So let me say that if you take the banking sector, for example, and cryptography systems, for example, whoever invents a quantum computer now can crack all the systems we have. Whoa. So all the systems we have are based on some prime number factorization model that a normal computer cannot hack, but a quantum computer will be able to do this. And in addition to that, if you look at drug discovery, for example, it takes a long time to go through clinical trials and so on to produce a drug. But quantum computers are able to simulate billions of possibilities and allow us to discover drugs very quickly. So in terms of impacting the ordinary life, I think that quantum technologies provide a very powerful way.
I must say it's far-reaching because very often, we feel it's just the numbers that you're dealing with. But let's speak about what's happening today. There'll be a keynote speaker, there'll be a lecture series. What's going to happen today? Let's speak about today.
So today we have speaker, Professor Jonathan Oppenheim. He is coming from the University College of London. He said quantum experts have very unique ideas about quantum science and technology. And he will be speaking to us about the quantum future. The main point is to provide awareness, public awareness of these emerging quantum technologies and how we prepare young Africans for this revolution.
Our quantum future, I guess that's the theme for the event.
Yes.
Why so? And why are you focusing on the future?
Okay, currently we are in the very early stages of quantum technologies. There are a lot of developments, there are a lot of investments, but it is projected that the whole economy will reach about $100 billion by 2040. And there is a gap
in terms of investment, or
in terms of investment and opportunities.
Right.
But there's a gap between the global south and the global north, which is countries with established facilities and technologies who are able to develop more. So the point is to mobilize and energize and generate interest in young people in Africa to be able to participate and pursue careers in these fields.
That divide is real, obviously, because you take a look at what's happening in Africa and some Ghanaian institutions, you would wonder if, well, we have the capacity? Can we also make a case when it comes to the global stage and what quantum science is contributing to the world? What do you think about our capacity as Ghanaians or Ghanaian institutions? Are we also able to contribute something in any meaningful way? It might be small, but yes, in any meaningful way, are we making any interventions?
Exactly. So at AIMS, we believe that the discoveries and breakthrough discoveries, scientific discoveries, is not limited to a particular race, gender, or country. And that is why the African Institute for Mathematical Sciences was created, to give young Africans the opportunity to shape the future of science. And this is, in this past week, we've been running a quantum technology hackathon, which brought African students from all over Africa, and mentors and speakers from all over the world. And some of the solutions that the students produced using quantum advantage to address challenges we have in malaria and water is amazing. So we believe that not only are we able to participate, but we are able to lead the future. And therefore, we want to prepare these young people and position them to lead the future of science, especially in areas like quantum technology.
We need to commend you for doing this because you're not just throwing the spotlight on one individual who would come give a keynote address. Afterwards, there's the opportunity for exchange of ideas. We understand there's going to be a panel. So many experts will be speaking at this event, correct?
Yes. We have experts coming from Argentina, Brazil, Canada, different parts of the world who will be speaking and interacting. We have the students who went through the hackathon. They will be there to answer questions with the general public and share their stories and experience of how they are using quantum to solve problems.
Also, you mean the general public is invited? Because the impression at first was that this is going to be about figures. Why should I go, by the way? And who is invited?
So we are inviting everyone from high school kids to people in the tech industry, policymakers, politicians, everyone to come. We want to give people the opportunity to be aware of these emerging technologies, and we want to inspire a lot of people in Ghana and Africa as well to pursue careers in these fields.
So it's not just the experts gathering amongst themselves and speaking all science throughout the day and expertise and all of that, but it's open to the public. So give them a reason why they should be there, Doc, because maybe I'm not the right person to convince them. They might feel, well, you're just doing this for the sake of the interview, but you're passionate about having more and more people develop interest in quantum science. So here's the important question. Why should someone listening to us now join you this afternoon at the City Hall?
I encourage you to come. First of all, to listen to a very exciting lecture on quantum technology and the future of quantum, and also to learn more and be aware of what the potential impact of these technologies is on everyday life in different areas, from agriculture to climate to health and so on. So I want you to come and join us and listen and get excited about these fields, and you'll be very happy you came. Yeah.
Just being a bit more curious, what's happening after today?
Today is the final session. In the whole week, we've been having some workshops, but at the end of the day, one of the things we are hoping to finalize today is to develop a certain set of fundamental rules and models for training young people in quantum science and technology, from high school to university to master's level, and a way to accelerate the capacity building in these fields for young Africans.
Yeah, and I see that it's going to be a very exciting future for quantum science in Ghana. Grateful for joining us this morning, Dr. Prince Kojo, the Center President, AIMS Ghana, and Director for Quantum Leap Africa, joining us this morning on the Super Morning Show. And you should be there as well this afternoon for the AIMS Ghana Quantum Science and Technology Public Lecture. And Doc, hoping to see you there later today. Any final words you want to say hello to some few people before we go?
Okay, I want to say hello to all the AIMS family, and I want to encourage all the young people, especially the young people in Ghana who are interested in science and excited about science. I want you to come to the public lecture and get motivated and see how we can support you to pursue your careers in science.
Indeed. Dr. Prince Kojo, thank you for joining us this morning. I'm also planning to start revising my formulas when I'm done. Then I'll join you in that fraternity. But grateful for joining us here. And it's bringing us to 44 after 9 here on the Super Morning Show. We'll be back shortly with more. Please stay.
Samsung Kick-Off promo is here. The more the city appreciates, the more we reduce the prices. Double price drop on Samsung LED FHD Smart TVs, UHD Smart 4K TVs, QLED Flat 4K, QLED 8K Neo TVs, and OLED TVs. Deal breaker alert! Buy Samsung OLED 65, 77, or 83 inches and get a free projector plus a whooping discount. Samsung Duracool top and bottom mounted fridge at amazing deals that you don't want to miss. Buy a Samsung 1.5, 2.0 or 2.5 R40 inverter AC and get a free Wi-Fi breaker. Buy bespoke 4-door refrigerator and get a free glass panel. Buy 7 kg, 8 kg and 13 kg Samsung front and top load washing machines for exciting discounts that will make you smile. Rush to Electroland showrooms and authorized dealers across Ghana. Call 050-315-9739. Samsung Kickoff promo. It's a goal for savings.
This August, thousands of pastors, believers, ministers, and seekers from across the world gather in an atmosphere of powerful teaching, worship, and impartation. A divine encounter that will shift your ministry.
It shall come to pass that if thou shalt hearken diligently to the voice of the Lord, which is the leading of the Holy Spirit, the Lord will set thee on high.
The Give Thyself Holy Conference with Bishop Dagiwood Mills is here with us again. Block out those dates. Tuesday the 5th to Friday the 8th of August 2025 at the Anakazu campus, Mampong, Equiapem. Why would you miss this? Visit GiveThyselfHolyConference.com or call +233 531 611 975 or +233 599 776767 to register now. The Give Thyself Holy Conference 2025, 5th to the 8th of August at the Anakazu campus. This is your moment, your mission, your call. Be there.
FPAC is effective for headaches and relieves the symptoms of flu, colds, and catarrh. FPAC blows away the pain associated with sore throats. During and after a hard day's work, FPAC relieves you of body pains. After the day's sports workout, FPAC helps the body to control the aching muscles. FPAC is effective against feverishness. FPAC reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. FPAC is effective against rheumatic pains. You can find FPAC in all pharmacy and chemical select shops throughout the country. FPAC is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. FPAC blows your pain away.
FPAC Junior follows in the tradition of FPAC tablets, a trusted friend to relieve your child of pain associated with teething, catarrh, cold and fever. The good that FPAC does for you, FPAC Junior does for your child. FPAC Junior is for children between 6 months and 12 years. FPAC Junior blows your child's pain away.
Sasso, sasso, si come tonton preko. Sasso, sasso, si come tonton preko. Edana dwami ne buseshe. Ye hakasia ne malaria. Minya me kone me sasso spray. Every mosquito started run away. Tonton preko, sasso sasso, mi se come tonton preko. Tonton preko, sasso, kum tonton preko. Nani sham ne die, demonstronko.
This advert is FDA approved.
Ladies and gentlemen of corporate Ghana, the moment is finally here with us. Yes, it's the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament 2025 happening at the University of Ghana Stadium on August 9, 2025. You know what to do already, don't you? Just call Slevin on 0540-106-466 to register and be a part of this amazing experience full of great competition, wonderful networking, or what will be the honors to bragging rights for 1 full year. The Joy Sports Invitational Tournament is put together by Joy Sports, the thrill of the game. So which trophy are you taking back to your office? CEO's penalty shootout, male soccer, female penalty shootout, table tennis, unisex relay, lawn tennis, unisex basketball, unisex sack race, tug of peace, arm wrestling, the 5-kilometer race walk, masters 50-meter dash, unisex lime and spoon relay, and swimming. Well, the ball is in your court. We look forward to seeing you, and just make sure that your corporate institution answers the roll call on August 9, 2025 at the University of Ghana Stadium. It's the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament 2025 put together by Joy Sports, the thrill of the game.
Promised her I'd show her the world, but now I'm awaiting and there is no girl. Sailing down the coast in my little rowboat. Ain't found her yet, got a ways to go. Gotta find that girl and make her mine, yeah man. Oh, she's the one with the big brown eyes. Now I've heard that dreams come to life, and if this is true, she'll be crazy they call me, but soon they'll see. We'll be as one and live in harmony. Yeah. I've seen a lot of girls and they're fine, and they fight so fine. Not one of them compared to mine. No, not one, no, not one. She's got the cutest little smile. I'm looking for the one.
This is Jimmy Cliff, right? And the title of the song is Big Brown Eyes. We are wrapping up here on the Super Morning Show. Mind you, today on all the Joy platforms, multimedia platforms, we are bringing you updates from Ablekuma North, and we are following that election. And so just follow all our handles online and check out all the updates on our handle. So we are wrapping up, Blizzard.
Yes, and we're also looking forward to the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. You need to be part of this year. It's back. It's the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament, and it's returning with lots of thrilling disciplines. Saturday, 9th of August 2025 at the University of Ghana Stadium, Legon. Get ready for a day packed with corporate sports action. So I don't know what you would want to opt for, but we've got it all: swimming, table tennis, 5-kilometer race walk, the 50 meters masters dash. Then we have the CEO's penalty, as well as football, mixed relays, and so much more. So for registration, all you have to do is to come to the front desk of Joy FM now, or you can call 0540 106 466 for more information. Mark your calendars. 9th of August at the Legon Sports Stadium, Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. We say play for peace.
And the Joy News Habitat Fair second clinic is coming up. It's happening from Friday 25th July to Sunday 27th at the EcoBank branch, Tema Community 7, traffic lights along the KFC road. It's happening the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you want to understand how to own your home, if you need solutions to your home ownership problems, you need to be there. It's brought to you by Joy News, powered by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and supported by Drive EVGH, Virtual Security Africa, Safety and Home Solutions, Superlock Technologies Limited, DPS Pipes, Elegant Homes and General Construction, Gold Key Properties, Ayuda Special Gardens, DBS Industries Limited, Doormasters, Less Fortune Limited, LandlordAfrica.com, The Builders Market, Right House Energy Limited, Syntex Tanks, Automation Ghana, Interplast, Yoben Security, Clifton Homes, and Western Villas. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair 2025. Dream it, own it, live it. So it's 9:54. There is more coming up here with respect to the Ablekuma North constituency elections. We also have a special message going out to Mr. Sami Osei from your wife. It says, happy 10th wedding anniversary to Habi Sami Osei of Newmont, Ghana. In you, I found a love that is kind, peaceful, safe, genuine, godly. A love that doesn't hold on to wrong. A love that allows me space to be. A love that encourages good and not evil. A love that steers my heart and feet away from evil. You've stayed with me and taken care of me through sickness and near death. And for that and so much more, I'll forever be grateful. You're a good man, and I'm honored to be doing this life with you. I love you loads, Esinam. Yes, Esinam, your husband, he's one of a kind. When I started my journey in the media as well, there was a series he hosted that I took over. We hadn't met then, but when I took over, he called me one day and said, look, I think you're going to do great, and you'll do great. Guys like him are difficult to find, so you have a special one. He's a national asset. Love him. Fa odonu kuno, what you say? Kill him with love. Kill him with love, Mr. Samuel say. This one is from your wife, Esinamo say. I'll be sending you guys some smoked catfish craffle soup, and smoked chicken craffle soup. Yeah, so it's a wrap on the show, and a happy birthday to my brother, my friend, my G, yes, International Isaac Yabua of My Joy Online. If you are reading the stories, you know that Isaac has, he has done something. He's a great guy, great, unassuming, always focused on ensuring that the world gets the best news from Ghana on My Joy Online. Isaac, happy birthday to you. 3 bottles of fresh orange juice for you this morning. 3 bottles of fresh orange juice for you this morning, for you, Isaac, from the team. So we are wrapping up.
Isaac is a big man.
We understand that there have been some issues, some clashes in the Ablekuma North area. Some police men assaulted a journalist from GH1.
It's not something we want to see.
Some other issues there. We have our lenses there, and there is more coming up here on Joy 99.7 FM. And mind you, in August we bring you the Joy Sustainability Month. Everything housing, transportation, food systems, water, energy, waste, everything sustainability is happening here on Joy in the month of August. So watch out for that and be a part of the conversations that will transform a sustainable Ghana.